Yeah.
I'm just gonna hug my coffee. I'm super tired. We already said that this recording jaunt, but time for more Kingmaker. My name is Tommy. Thank you all for your support. The 5 of you are amazing. Just gonna cut that one really fast because we gotta get back to it. I almost hesitate to be like, everyone has their hero point back. If you want to do an in-character reflection, you should do it. Because it's like, the boys didn't do much. Like, Kato, how do you feel about last session? Well,
I had nothing. I feel just as good as I did.
Yeah, basically, because we're kind of just like, we started a kingdom turn, and then Ionia and Senia did stuff.
It's the Ionia and Senia show.
Welcome back to the Ionia and Senia show. Yeah. But did we? I guess I'm just gonna be like, hero points, good, hooray for everyone. Unless there's something you would like to throw in, I'll certainly going once, going twice. Dope. Okay, cool. So did we figure out what we wanted to do with the first month's worth of build points and things? Okay, cool.
So 15 points. We are going to first we're going to claim a tile. Let me open up the map again. So for 2 build points, because it's a hill tile, we want to claim, how do I ping? Where the Sootscale Caverns was.
Okay.
And the silver mine.
You got it.
And then we wanted to, well, it's kind of interesting. This can actually play into the RP that's happening because we wanted to build a city wall in Rooston. And we wanted to build a city wall in Thornburg as well. So maybe as like, hey guys, sorry that a mastodon.
Sorry, a mastodon tore up
rampage through your town. We're gonna put up a wall for you guys so that random wildlife doesn't like wander in again. In, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
So what are those? Those are walls are cheap, right? They're like 2 each.
2 B points.
So that's 4.
They're ludicrously cheap, yeah.
So we'll have 9 left, and we're gonna bank those 9, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. We're gonna bank 9 points.
Give us those Sootscales.
I mean,
we were
draw the thing.
We were wondering about the Sootscale Cavern tile, whether that would count as developed already, or whether we would
for the mine. Yeah. So do we need to actually develop that space for like the cavern in the silver mine, or can we count that as already developed since the Sootscales were living there?
Yeah, it's developed. It's just
beautiful,
super
unoccupied at the moment.
Super nice. Yeah. We're gonna fill it with workers, and then when we find when the Sootscales all mysteriously poof back into existence, they're gonna be like, "What the hell are all these people doing here?"
Then it's time for the Blue Moon Radish plan.
Oh god. Okay, so yeah, 2-2. So that's 6 spent, 9 banked. My question to you, Tommy. So for generating build points, now that we're going to add standard taxation going forward.
Sounds good.
The +2, -2. So how does like, is that impacted at all by, seems like it would logically, but maybe it doesn't according to the rules. Is that impacted at all by population size? Like, would more people result in more, ideally more people would result in more taxes, or is it just a flat economy?
I think it's just a like flat +2 to economy. I think. I could be wrong.
Does population affect economy on it? It has a factor of its own, right?
It has a factor in and of like what can be bought and sold in Rooston will go up. Like you no longer need to like make a special order to rest of for something. You now have a base value of 2,000 gold. At the end of 6 months, you have a large town.
Right, okay. Cool. Okie dokie.
Do we want to put a gate on that wall?
Let's do it.
Is a
Let's
gate
do
its
it.
own?
What do you mean a
It's
gate?
free. It's free. It says you can put a gate on your wall for free.
Oh,
On the
well,
wall.
why not? Obviously, yeah. I think that's flavor.
Gates of Thornburg.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
I actually like that. The Gates of Thornburg. It's the crossing, right, that leads over the river into our kind of main
Sure.
area. Yeah, I like it. All right,
So
we have
it's
the
going to
gate.
take another kingdom phase for these to be completed, though.
Pretty much.
We're
So when
still...
Well, we'll fast travel, or we'll time travel to 1 month, and then I assume as we start that kingdom phase, the previous one stuff should be completed by then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Radio.
I didn't want to have to do another -4.
Right.
Go through.
Those walls and their stability. Beautiful.
Super good. Okay, cool. So then I will, I suppose, trust y'all to ensure the kingdom sheet is accurate.
All right, so building the 2 houses, or the 2 walls, takes our unrest down by 2 each, because they're at
believe
different
so.
settlements.
Yes.
We're at unrest of 0 again.
Nice.
Noise.
We did it.
We made up for Tibor's crappy roll.
There's a massive increase in
Wait,
people
first
in
of
the
all, it
town.
wasn't even her job, so that's you as king. You effed up.
I accidentally, yeah.
Like, so basically what happened was, like, there was some
Kalira found
unrest in the
herself
town,
in Abadar's
and-
church, and Kalira's doing
Right,
taxes,
like,
scratching
yeah.
her head.
And Kata was
why
like,
am I
hey,
here?
Kalira, go do something about this parishioners. And Kalira was like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
Kalira just
Also,
really
were
wants
we-
everyone to be friends as she scratches her head and tries to figure out how the hell taxes work.
Were we, I think our spreadsheet was messed up, because I think our unrest was actually adding to our total it wasn't taking away from it like it should have been.
No, the total formula, if you look at the formula for total, it's E21 plus E21, or K21, blah, 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 and then it's minus W21.
So whoever was putting in -4
Oh.
we were actually advantaged by our unrest.
Oh, hell
because
yeah. Well done.
Because people put it because it was a negative, so that was a positive. Well,
I
we
didn't do
just
it.
killed. We just killed. Well, that's fine. Wow,
Should have
so
drove our
stability-
unrest higher. All right, so we should deduct a build point, because
Yeah.
that was at least a +4 on the economy.
Leave it to the tax
Alright.
So we're
man
at 8.
to check the books real quick.
Yeah.
It was a pretty sweet problem, but
That's a good
Thanks,
problem to
Tibor,
have.
for fail. Thanks, Tibor, for botching that roll.
Again, your fault.
All right, fine. So what can we do? What can we do to get stability without like putting all of our floater heroes into it? Like we have 4 from buildings. It must be just buildings, right? We
Yeah,
need
that's
to-
what I was saying. That's
I
what
think we should move Ionia over to stability for at
Yeah.
least this month.
Yeah, agreed.
I guess real quick, both of you are able to do the things you wanted to do. Do either of you want to roleplay them out? Ionia Senia.
Do either of us what?
Want to roleplay out the Ionia brings the bodies to the graveyard, Senia goes to the Aruxi village.
I mean,
With
we took
True
up
Razor.
a lot of time in the last session, so I'm good.
Senia good?
Just like to visit the village, talk
Okay.
to the matriarch. What's her
Her name is Dazia.
Dazia, right?
Mhm.
And I do know Iruxi, so I can now speak their language.
Alrighty. You get there and the village is almost entirely deserted.
Meeting
Oh my
season's over.
God.
Am I able
mhm.
to spot Dazia?
Yeah, give me a knowledge, local or nature. Okay, so you know that, and I may have already told the reclaimers this, I'm really fucking tired, my friends. So I'm just kind of pulling it out of my butt. The Aruxi in this part of the world are by nature nomadic. They do not claim any permanent place as their own. The way they see it, all of Galarian is their home. They come here, as you knew, to, like, this is their ancestral spawning ground, basically. This is where the eggs have been hatched forever and ever. They believe their ancestors are watching over the place, and they're there at, like, the cycle of, like, souls, basically. But they will only ever really be here during, like, the middle of spring. In the winter months, they'll go, you're not really sure where, somewhere warmer. During the rest of the time, they kind of just wander, go where they want to do what they want to do, that kind of thing. And, like, this is also the Uruxi you have met are not necessarily one tribe or one clan or anything like that, rather like a confederation of that had been assembled to fight the Tiger Lords. They lost real bad, and now they're kind of just like 1d6 members of each tribe remaining to form a weird disparate tribe of vagabonds and people who've lost everything. I can't think of a big word for that, but yeah. You are able to find the matriarch, though.
So I greet Dazia in her language, like, hail friend.
For the first time, Dazia does not cast tongues on herself to speak with the party. And she just, yes, good. You've learned so well. I'm proud of you, Black Stag.
Why, thank you.
I see you've brought a friend. She makes her way over to Tree Razor and begins, like, scritching the fur behind. I don't know where on an elephant you scratch to be the proverbial, like, under the chin, behind the ear. Probably behind the ears. Yeah, sure.
Under the trunk.
I'm sure it's all the same spots that animal love getting scritches at.
Makes sense.
Yes, indeed, I have brought Tree Razor back. Unfortunately, Divicos is nowhere to be found. From what I gather, from Ionia's thing that she does, she was able to discern that Divicos perhaps, for lack of a better word, walked into the light.
Does he kind of like
leaving...
cocks her head at this?
He disappeared and he left Tree Razor behind, and unfortunately it was a shock to him, and he unintentionally brought some destruction to one of the settlements farther north. I do not want. There is a certain amount of some feeling I have for the animal. There's a soft spot for him in my that I have, that I do not want any harm to come to him, but at the same time, I do not think it is safe for him to wander the lands farther north. I was wondering, maybe perhaps you knew enough to allow him to stay in your lands and to care for him.
Dazia nods. I think I can manage.
And if you could try and keep an eye on him and don't let him wander too far north. I think the people farther north in the lands do not understand this animal, and they might think he is a threat. And I certainly do not want any wildlife conflict to happen.
Nods again.
I appreciate your help.
Of course. She scritches. Tree Razor newts melancholically. You go to like turn away, and Tree Razor almost goes to like follow you.
No, you stay here, boy. Lady Dazia will take good care of.
Are you sure? He seems to like you. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
I am sure. He was never mine to keep. He always belonged to Divicos.
She nods.
I think I saw in my naive enthusiasm before, perhaps I thought I could take care of him, but that is not the case.
So be it. And she turns and she begins leading Tree Razor off like deeper into the, not really into the settlement, more like across the river out into the forest.
There go some delicious steaks that we could have, that we'll never have.
Yeah.
I'd like to dedicate that land of the Gnarl Marshes as a wildlife preserve.
What?
What? Hold on. That's
Wildlife reserve.
Let's bring that to the council.
All right. Well, Senya, thanks Dazia for understanding. Dazia, you are always welcome as a friend. So don't be a stranger. She
Nods
Oh,
kind of waves
again.
back, heads back home.
Alrighty. Do we start Kingdom turn number 2?
Boopity boop. Kingdom turn 2. All right.
Boopity boop, Kingdom
So
turn 2. Okay, so I guess I should also
Taurus.
ask really quickly. Grinluke could put a +3 into loyalty or stability if you'd rather him go somewhere else.
So let's look at what our DC is right now. We should probably figure out do some munchkin.
If we'd
work
rather
here.
he did what? I'm sorry.
If you'd rather him be not in economy, he is capable of, like, he's patrolling
he can
your
also-
lands. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So our DC is 23, and we're at
I'm not sure if
not
that DC is accurate now. We may need to recalculate it.
all right, yeah, let's do that to make sure.
Because if
So what
population is part of
what's
the
the
role
number?
there. Okay. What is the control DC? I don't know. Jublol. There's the various roles, doing scrolls, more kingdom turns. Hooray. What is the control DC? There's Toilet Kingdom falls into anarchy. Oh my god. If anybody happens to find it, please don't hesitate to shout it out as we all learn how kingdom turns work together. I'm gonna drink more coffee, and that will help me learn how to GM Pathfinder. Haha! Probably faster to just Google it. Also, y'all are so quiet, I wonder if the internet didn't cut out.
No,
Okay,
you're good.
dope.
Some kingdom actions require blah, 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 blah. Base DC is 20 plus kingdom
Got
size
it.
in hexes plus
20 plus kingdom size and hexes plus the total number of districts in all your settlements, any other modifiers from da da da. So then it's 24 presently. I'm not really running the districts thing because it seems weird that you can only have 8 buildings and 12 miles of territory.
Are we, so the Sootscale thing isn't counting
Oh,
against
25, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was hoping someone would draw.
I tried to
blue
draw it
hex
on
thing.
there, but it won't let me.
It doesn't like you. It has spoken. I'll do it. Boom, boom, boom. I like how our kingdom drawing looks considerably less phallic. Oh god, no, it doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, you just ruined it.
I did. Story of my life. Dope. Okay, cool. So then presently it's 25.
Okay. So with that in mind, stability is currently plus 18. So on average,
You should be
especially
fine.
since I have a hero point, this shouldn't be a.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to have Kalira do it?
So we're at a 18 plus you, which is 7. Or is that including?
That's with me.
That's with you, right? Yeah.
I'll go ahead and bump the population to 160. Has in
Up
the
to
span,
you. I mean,
All right, because it's leadership.
at the very
I think-
least, like bombing
think-
it entirely would be
Yeah.
really tough.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right. So D20 plus 18.
Yep, you got it. Shooting for 25.
Don't fuck this up.
Jeez.
Woo!
Good enough. All right. It wasn't
we gain-
amazing.
And it says if it reduces by 1, and if we're already at 0, it earns us a build point.
Yes, and
Instead?
we're at 0 presently
you
because
love
of
to see
walls. So, bam.
Boom! You got us a build point. Thanks,
Plus
Oscar.
however many build points Kato throws at us.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Well, I gotta reduce. Hold on. So we got 4. Make sure this is still accurate. 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. 13, correct. Okay. So 25. All right, fingers crossed.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Maybe for Dell's birthday, I give him the ability to use charm, or not charmed life, but the ability to have exploding dice added, whatever the hell that's called. Daring do. Daring do the
Daring
kingdom
Do.
checks.
Kingdom checks.
It'd be hilarious. It'd be like the only time you'd see it. All right, you want to live with 37?
Oh yeah, we started next session.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
good
it's-
with yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good with
above
that. That's
average.
fine.
I'd go.
above
Okay.
average. I'm gonna keep
Then with the power of taxes, basically. Ugh, my inner chaotic neutral is angry that I just said that, but all
we
right.
didn't add the +2 to that roll.
What?
We didn't add the +2 from taxes to that roll.
No?
The +2 economy. So that's actually 39,
Okay, cool.
if that makes any difference.
It doesn't, unfortunately.
I don't think it does. Actually, it does. You get one more build point because
Does it?
we're dividing the result by 3.
Oh, 3. Nice.
So,
That was 4.
in total, Concordia generates 14 build points, and in expenses, spends apparently 0. That shouldn't be right. Who changed
not
the
0
consumption to
anymore.
0 bips? Should be. I want to
Jeez.
say 3 from cities.
Did we implement the taxation? Did you put that in the thing?
It's under it should be under edicts now.
It's
so-
not. It says 0.
I know we
I
added
just fixed it.
we added it in post.
We added it in post. Dead.
It was -2 to loyalty, right? For
Yes.
Yeah.
taxes.
And then we got 1 farm, so we consume 2.
Okay, so a net of
Or no,
12.
we consume 3. I lied. We are consuming 1 in holidays, 3 in cities, -1 in farms. We're consuming 3 every turn. We gained 14, so we gained 11 this turn. For putting
Plus,
us at 19.
19 total. Oh, okay. And how much is that boy?
I think. Are we just short?
It's 22.
Oof. Well, if you want to sell any magic items,
Ripperoni, Bronies.
then
How
your
much is
Tiger's
that?
Bane real quick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how much is that human? How much is Tiger's Bane worth?
It is a.
I don't know.
Does Senia want
Uh,
to sell it? I should say.
worth
before-
a
Yeah,
lot.
that was kind of that was a joke. Senia may want to use it.
Or
It's
to keep it for him when he comes back.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like, if we ever find him, I want to give
He's
it back.
never coming back.
Nah, he's gone. But you should use it. It's
Or you
good.
could-
It's be an upgrade on your weapon.
Or you could sell it, and
It's
worth
it's
50,000
a
gold.
one-handed. Yeah. What's a sax? Right? It's a sax.
It's
Yeah.
just that-
SEAX.
It's worth 50,000.
It's a +5 weapon.
Yeah, it's a lot of pluses on that weapon.
Broken back sacks. is what it's called in the SRD. It's a straight single-edged blade. The Broken Dex X is the size of a short sword and has a broad blade with a distinctive trapezoidal shape. If your strength score is less than 15, you take a -2 penalty on attack rolls with it, as you're unable to put enough force into the blows to land them effectively, and it's an exotic weapon on top of that. So if Kato were to try to use it, it's a -6. If Senia tries to use it without proficiency, it's a -4. It does 1d10 points of damage and crits 17 to 20 times 2.
Yeah, and Senya's been putting some feats into like weapon proficiencies with like polearm weapons and stuff, so probably wouldn't even make sense for her to wield it.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna use it, but I'd like to keep it for now, at least in hopes that we find Divicos and we kind of give it back to him as like a olive branch.
Don't worry, if we find Divicos, I'll give him my sword.
Are you giving him the
Pointy end
pointy
first.
He's
end?
not
Yeah,
proficient
that's
with
what he
Haldor
has.
dueling swords. It's just a bad deal all around. And then you both get pissed off at each other because you have each other's weapon and you're both simultaneously just, unhand my weapon, knave! You called me a knave? Bullshit! And then the fight happens again.
Yeah, except this time without a mastodon, hopefully. I think I could take him without his beast, but
Boy.
anyway, I mean, yeah,
It's such a
Selfish
shame
part
it's
of me-
worth so much.
I know the selfish part of me is nudging Senya in the ribs right now, saying like, "Look how much gold you're holding there." But on the other hand, I get the sentimental
Yeah, it's fine.
value as well.
I'd probably feel the same way.
Yeah, same. What else we got in the? We have nothing else in the vault because we liquidated.
No, we
didn't
already we got rid of everything.
We're just gonna
Okay,
have to make another month go by, I think.
Yeah, is there anything cheap we can just drop so we don't waste this month?
If it makes
we
you feel
could-
any better, his weapon is only worth 12 build points. You generate enough revenue to make that weapon. Jesus Christ. Perspective. I digress.
I was gonna say the stockyard. I forget stockyard is expensive.
Why don't we build? Why don't we build that stable?
Oh yeah, we need a stable.
Does that increase stability?
Economy 1, loyalty 1.
I think we should focus on stability.
Second that.
So, what else we got here?
Why don't we build a jail?
Sewer
Because
system?
we're waiting for the town hall to be done because you get a discount on the jail.
But we
Ah,
don't
so
need a
it's-
town
that's
hall. We
what
just put up 4 things in the middle of town.
We
We've been
can do
over this.
we can do a bureau, a beer,
A brewery?
no, a bureau,
A bureau.
a large warren of offices for clerks, record keepers working for a building or a government. It's 10 BP.
I'm like
And what's it do?
75% sure.
+1 economy, -1 loyalty, +1 stability, -1 loyalty because there's a bunch of taxmen.
Tax people.
It's
Oh,
basically the IRS what we're building.
right, but it gives stability and economy at a pit of loyalty. I think, and it's 10.
10.
Thoughts? The bureau.
Cistern is 1 stability for 6. That's easy. The
Yeah.
dump is 1 stability for 4.
Ugh.
Well, we need a dump.
Gotta put up
Yeah.
trash
We
somewhere.
get-
Just
See,
throw
what I
it
like
in the
about
tusk
the-
water. You're gonna
what
have
I
some
like about
weird
the-
mutated bullshit come out of the tusk water because everyone's been just
I
throwing
think
their
that's
trash
I
there.
think the dump is the cheapest stability.
Yeah. What I like about the bureau is that it gives economy in addition to stability.
But it does give a negative, so
What I like about the dump is it's a dump.
yeah.
Dump.
Why don't we claim the Temple of the Elk before we build the dump?
Oh my god.
We could also
I'm just kidding.
we could
Are
also
we
do
horrible
the Temple of the Elk?
Ooh, what about an
Name
ex?
Erastus?
Look at this.
Erastil or Jod comes back in undeath as
and it-
some strange sewer mutant, pissed off that you've been polluting his land.
Oh my god. An exotic artisan is 10 build points for economy +1, stability +1, and
Generates
allows
a bunch
the
of stuff.
generation of rings, wands, and other
Yeah,
wondrous
that's what we
items.
were talking about. Big. I forgot about that. How much is that though?
10.
Wait, that's really good.
No, that's 10. That's only okay.
Just
Sorry, I
generates
thought you
a
had to-
wand to cure light wounds every turn.
Yeah, Yeah, the only other thing I could see here is a mill, which is also 6 BP, and it does economy +1, stability +1.
Ooh.
And we already have a mill on our hex, but we can put it on one of the other hexes.
My vote changed to the exotic artisan.
Okay.
Plus economy, plus stability, and it generate so these would be available for purchase. Magic items.
I believe that is it's either they're available for purchase or they generate them for you. One or the other. I forget.
Either way, we needed it. We wanted an enchanter in the kingdom anyway, right?
I think it's generated for purchase. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I was reading up on like the magic item slots and in improvements, and it seems like all that like you could go to Restov, right, and buy magic items from the shopkeepers there because
we could if we weren't banished.
Yeah. Right, but I'm saying that basically grows our city so that we can also start providing those same types of stores.
So let it be done.
So let it be done. Our exotic artisan for 10.
So let it be done. The wand crafter is commissioned.
So that puts us from 19.
If we have a loyalty check, the edict isn't factoring in, right? So that total is actually too lower. Just for the record. Means probably after the town hall and the jail are done, we should start looking at loyalty to patch.
Okay.
Good.
Works for me. All right. So that's the end of month 2. We got that done. Right? Anything else we want to jam in there?
That puts us in.
Unless we wanted to claim another hex.
I think we still need to. I think we need to stack more BP personally.
Okay.
More hexes means more consumption.
Yeah.
But if there's valuables on those hexes, we should probably. So now that the population has basically doubled again, can we start hiring miners to? Since we claimed the Sootscale Cavern hex last month.
We have the gold vein too now.
And the gold vein up north. How do we go about getting those back into production, Tommy?
You would need
a foundry thing.
Yeah, we already got that. We got all the pieces there. It had
We just need the people, basically. We need people who are willing to work them.
Oh, yeah. I'll roll a d4. Or no, I'm not gonna roll a d4. You've got enough people here. There's people, and like the chief can teach some of the folks that are coming in how to mine. So under the stipulation of if and when Chief Sootscale gets his people back, his people mine his people's mines, the chief would be willing to just teach people how to do it, and you'd be able to generate that.
Okay.
Which is kind of just a wash, as long as like it doesn't come back to bite him, basically.
To bite him?
Yeah, that's fair. We were probably, like, full disclosure, we were probably going to have talks with him about formally joining, essentially, once he actually has a nation with which that would make sense. Like, that conversation would make sense. Rather than being two separate entities. Yeah.
Once we find his people. We need to find his people.
That won't be for maybe a little while.
Yeah. Get ready to get fiefed.
I'm thinking book 3 end boss resolutions here.
Book 3 end boss. It's an army of kobolds. They're just pissed.
No, I mean the culprit of this vanishing. I'm getting book 3 end boss vibes. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna float 9 build points after we build that exotic artisan. And I'm gonna add. No one added those.
I didn't. I thought you were going to.
Gonna do it now.
Okay.
Alrighty. So then, I'm trying to remember how much. Do you guys remember off the top of your head how much you were generating from the Sootscales?
It was 1 from each mine, I thought.
Okay, cool. So then add +2 from trade with the Uruxi.
And then the it might have been 2, including the foundry.
I think so.
It increases the BP earned by 1 mine for 1. Yeah, okay, so increase the economy and BP earned per turn by 1 for 1 mine. So you need a foundry per mine in order to get the bonus.
Okay.
We'll need to. We built 1 foundry ourselves, and the Sootscales provided the second foundry.
Yeah.
Okay. So then that's right. Okay. So each mine grants 1. That's increased by 1 because each mine has a foundry. So 2 each. 2 from each mine, and then 2 from the Uruxi.
You got it.
Sick. Just making sure I had it straight in my head. There's so much math.
There is. Ugh. I wish they had a quick and dirty rules for kingdom building, but it's all good. All right, dope. So then we got that. We've passed all of August, all of September. We move into October.
It's officially. I would like to I don't really know how to, because like there's really never any RP during the kingdom turns. It's now our Taurus's position in terms of expansion that we. Oh, now my line's working. Whoops.
Whoa, what's that?
Didn't mean to do that. How do I undo that line?
You right click on it, I think.
Select it with the. You can also use the select and just select it and delete.
There it is. Okay. My thought is that we should, especially since we were given this guy, there and there.
Oh, you want to move out to the temple?
Yeah.
Doing so, it also gives you control over the other ford across the Thorn River without just going around and through the swamps.
That's true.
That's what I would be advocating at this point.
I agree in spirit.
I think we should stick with the original plan.
But
I mean, I get you want to go over to the temple, but
it's going to be 4 build points per forest.
Expensive.
I mean, I'm just 1 vote. I'm just letting you know
That's
what
true.
my vote.
I want to do that as well, but
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. It gets us close to the hot springs, but
it gets us closer to our zoo again.
It's expensive.
That's my only gripe, is that's just to claim those 2 tiles would be 8, and it would increase our consumption further. That's why we don't want to go too wide until we're generating enough consumption.
Well, no, I want to take care of the buildings first. I'm just saying, like, for the future, when we're looking at expansion, that's the direction that I would like to go in. Rather than closing the circle downward or expanding toward the plains or anything like that, I would want to go toward the temple.
Gotcha.
And then
I don't
cut
disagree.
down, like, if I'm understanding Esker correctly, like down this way and then like this.
Yeah, and then close it all in. Yep.
Okay, cool.
My thought would be, like, kind of long term would be to have sort of Erastilian, smaller settlements, like sort of near the Temple of the Elk, and then like down the first road and everything would be our larger sort of Abedaran settlement.
As you get closer to basically Brevoy,
yeah,
it becomes more. I also think
Tibor would really like it if we were to claim Nettles Crossing. I'm getting the sense.
I think just.
I was looking at that too. I think just
strategically Nettles Crossing, having that built up is good, because that's another, like, just a crossing into our lands that we should have control over.
And y'all have learned the hard way a couple times that, like, crossing the rivers in the stolen lands is not an easy endeavor.
Right. I think the fjord. I think the ford crossing and the Nettles Crossing are 2 strategic points that I think are super important, because if we control those and we can set up guards there even in like centuries, and we'll know anyone who crosses, like we'll have vision on anyone who crosses those lands and starts approaching like our settlements.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Thornford also has like some treetop structures like for lookout.
Yes. It's
that's
been a
for-
while since anybody's been there. They were not exactly permanent fixtures so much as they're like tree stands. So like there might be something there, maybe somebody might have moved in, or like time in the elements might have just tore them down.
Okay. But yeah, I agree with Del. Like this hex and this hex are probably the most strategic ones.
And then I would say Temple of the Elk, probably number 3, or maybe number 2. We could maybe do the Temple before Nettles, but I think Nettles Crossing is probably strategically very important for our security.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that the kobolds left, I would have said that would have been the next one we should have done. But
what do you think, Esker? What do you think of Nettles Crossing, Esker? In your
Well, Sham is trying to talk, but she switched to her phone, and I don't think you guys can hear.
Nope.
Well, now
no, I
she's
think
disconnected.
that's fine. I mean, it's a good middle ground between my ideal, which is to just beeline toward it, but also keeping in mind like the other sensibilities. So that's.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I think Nettles Crossing would be my vote for the first, and then working our way towards the temple.
It's also cheaper to take Nettles Crossing. Always the Cato counting the coins. I think he was treasurer or something, but no, he's just.
Well, I think you have a good point in that, like, more likely, I think if we're going to see people coming in, it's going to be from that direction. And I think having control of that.
We'd also need to rebuild it, because if I recall correctly, it's pretty smashed up.
Yep.
I'd also like to maybe after we take the stag, go south and get that other crossing.
At the Gundrum River?
Yeah, can you ping it, Esper?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Okay, south.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one.
Delgado.
Well, I mean, given that our enemies are in the northwest, that doesn't seem that pressing.
Yeah.
By that same notion, every square that does not have a pink dot in it is yet to be explored. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Enemies abound all throughout these stolen lands. Why? I don't know. I'm really tired.
No,
you understand.
It is.
You might have mentioned that before.
Yeah, you might have mentioned it once or twice.
Not who, me?
Tommy, I'm on my phone because I moved to the couch so I can lay down. I feel you.
Must be nice.
If only Tommy didn't need all of his references.
If only Tommy wasn't recording this one, because you guys are objectively the best group I have in terms of roleplay and inter-party stuff. Damn it. Oh well.
Alright, Arturus, roll stability.
Get it. Alright, so we're going into the third month then.
Ooh. Yeah, we're going to go into the third month.
Alright, just doing my math here. 320 people in Rooston.
And
that's really good.
Build
build point for you. Del, you live in Economy Town?
I'm gonna still live in Economy for now.
Alright, make it so.
Fingers crossed. Don't fuck this up, Del. Oh my god.
Del!
That's why you saved that hero point,
That's
though.
why I did save that hero point.
Hey.
Oh!
Indeed, much better. 27.
Best use. That's a plus 18 on that hero
That's
point.
a pretty wild hero point, yeah.
So then 45 divided by 3 is that number plus that number from the taxman continuing to taxman. And our consumption is -3, so it's 13 more build points are generated. People continue to pour into the town. Did we did. Okay. I see. We got all the mines and things calculated correctly.
How's it 13? That's less than last month's, and we rolled way higher than last month's.
So 45 divided by 3.
Yep, he has it right.
Okay.
Thank you.
15 plus the 1 from the thing I did,
Minus
minus the
3.
3 from consumption.
Is 13. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Cool.
And
That's
that's
after-
enough, right?
that's
We have
after-
23.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Why
Who
you have it
put
set to
10
pounds?
pounds?
Sounds like a Dell move to me.
What?
There's 10 pounds in there.
No, someone keeps doing that. I think it's because it's.
Well, looking at the color, I would say it's the red.
Yeah, I see the purple there floating on the. All right, so that so we can afford our town hall now with a few points to claim a hex if we wanted.
Hooray!
Say we just do the town hall because we still got a bunch of other stuff we need to buy.
Town hall.
What was Ionia trying to say?
Well, I was doing the fuchsia marks because the cyan looks like the water, so I was having a telling explored.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
I mean, yeah, we don't have to claim Nettles Crossing right now, but we have enough left over after town hall that we could.
Did you say meow?
Now.
That was a Super
Right
Troopers reference.
now.
Never mind.
Anyway. All right. Well, I'm gonna add the town hall here. Someone read me what that grants again.
Town hall.
Good, right?
Well, it
Town
generates
hall,
villagers for
One
low price of
economy,
50 food.
1 loyalty, 1 stability, and +1 law in that particular settlement, which would negate the criminal thing we have going on with the port.
I believe so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And it gives you a
is-
discount on a barracks,
Cool.
a cistern, a dump, a jail, and a watchtower.
In the jail, which is
Which is the one we're gonna use it on.
Someone immediately comes to the town hall as soon as it is built, shouting ham and mayonnaise at the top of his lungs. Everyone
no.
follows suit. We continue making bad Parks and Rec jokes, all Kingmaker.
Oh god,
Ham
clear.
and mayonnaise!
Clear directs all those into Takeda. This is your job. I got nothing to do with these crazy people.
Not to worry, Kalira has a permit. She can do what she wants.
That's
Signed,
right.
Kalira.
That's one of my
It's
favorite
on a
moments.
sheet of paper in the back of my pouch.
It's literally just carved onto her greatsword. My next chaotic neutral barbarian. I have a permit. Okay, cool. So then we got that. Do we want to purchase any hexes?
nah, let's bank. So we have 3 build points banked.
On to the next round then. Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah, I guess. In the I'm just gonna do I'm not gonna RP through it because I don't wanna. I know people who are itching to do more rolls, but I'm just gonna say in the meantime, Kato will have started to sort of gather, perspective like duelists and such within the barracks / garrison area, as that's we don't currently have an academy, so barracks is kind of where we would in garrisons where we would at this point keep all of our maybe weapons and gear. So he's going to start hosting, picking out a few. He's going to start off by picking out a few people individually that he identifies as having exceptional talent over the common rabble that are swinging sticks around, emulating Kato's immaculate skills.
Ah, yes, FOP style.
Yeah, FOP style, which he is going to rename as worm style, with a Y, worm as in dragon.
Not as in Kato starts doing the worm on the battlefield, provoking as he goes.
WYRM style.
I mean, I've got that image.
All right.
He's just breakdancing through the battlefield. It's capoeira.
I was gonna call it dragon style, but dragon style is actually a style in the game that already exists.
Strength and a half when you charge.
Yeah, so it's not that. So I have an alternative to that. I was gonna think maybe wyvern style, but then that's also a style. So worm. I'm not gonna say worm. Worm style.
Worm style. Everyone will canonically mispronounce it every time they try. Wyrum style. FOP style.
Gundam style.
Gundam style.
Just like to point out that you came up with you came up with this, but we still don't have like colors for our kingdom.
I'm working
Are
on
you?
it.
Are you?
I am.
I feel like you're not.
I feel like I'm not. Working on it. And Tommy, for you, all that means is like, since Cato can't obviously train and hone everybody, he's basically going to start like formulating a group of what he would consider like instructors, like entry level instructors, so to speak.
Find the best ones who are out there and instruct
Find the
them
best
to teach
ones
the
first.
Okay, and we
to
don't
teach
want to role
others,
play
yeah.
it out.
I mean, I don't want to take up too much. We can role play maybe into a little bit that later, but I just want to say, as these months are going on, like Cato's not just sitting in his bed, like.
Got it.
You know.
So then Cato would also learn over the course of doing that. The reason people are coming here is partially because they want to learn Gangnam Style. Dead. Weak. But also because there was a recent proclamation in Restov by order of the Lord Mayor that only individuals with a special, to continue to hit the meme on the head, a special permit can open carry any kind of weapon in Restov.
Oh.
The population is like, the people here are of the general opinion that the population is being disarmed, or that it's like a general like cultural step and a half away from the normal ideas of Restov.
So they're seeking alternative.
We have freedom.
So freedoms are being infringed upon. My right to bear arms is being infringed upon.
There are no druids allowed in Restov anymore. Indeed.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Were there a lot of druids in Restov to begin with?
Maybe. I don't know. Hadn't figured that out yet. Oh,
I can't tell if he's playing dumb or if the joke didn't land. I'm lost.
Who, me?
Land.
No, Del.
Best gif I've ever seen in my life. Just bears lifting. It's wholesome. Okay, cool. So we move on to the next round.
I got it.
God damn it.
You didn't get it. It's fine.
All right, so here we go.
It's okay.
Next
so are we
round.
doing another turn then?
Sounds like it. We have two more rounds of the growth spurt left.
We're up to I'm up to D20 plus 20 now.
Yep.
And what's our pop at? 640? Oh,
Yep.
Wow.
Damn it. Plus 20, 33.
Which should kill it. You generate a build point. Cato Sicarius. It's on a Sol Sicarius.
All right, so now mine, with that recent building, we're up to now A plus. Okay.
Nice. All right, we got a 40 divided by 3 is 13.
Makes the math.
10. You generate 11 build points. Easy enough.
Okay. And is that including our Taurus's one?
Yeah.
All right, so 11. We banked 3, so we're at 14.
Here's our jail.
There's our jail.
Good thing
Wait,
we didn't
so what's
spend that point in claim.
Exactly.
Yeah, hold on one second. But the jail.
Oh yeah, discounted. Yeah, you're right.
It's discounted. Yeah. It's -1.
Minus just 1. Okay, so it's 13.
I like how we did all of that to save 1 build point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you phrase it as we did all that to save 4,000 gold.
4,000
Yeah,
gold.
that feels
Because
better.
that's roughly 1 build point.
All right. So adding jail.
And then our
Gives-
pop doubles again, right?
Yep,
Is
it
this,
did.
are we
Got
on
2
5
more
or-
rounds of it left.
So
That was 4.
we can't go into negative unrest, can we? So
Yeah.
this jail gives -2 to unrest. What does that have? What if we're already at 0? How does that? Does that do anything
I
at
think
all?
it just remains at 0. It gives you a little bit of, well, put it at -2 in case of like if something were to happen that would generate further unrest. Does that make sense?
Oh, you know, hey, Del, I was wrong.
What?
It's half.
Oh, it's half price.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
I
I'm
was
well done.
looking at the wrong thing.
This is the first time I've probably been glad you've been wrong.
Oof.
I'll just notate next to unrest -2 or something
Yeah.
rather than putting it in there.
Yeah. That'll mess up the calculations. I'm just gonna put. Is Zeresh doing it?
I got
Oh, okay. Why are you Zeresh?
Because
I
probably there's one computer
one.
open to
Uh,
on the
All right,
sheet,
so we
the
have-
one on Roll20.
So we had 15. This is now down to -7. So we have 8. 8 points left.
I should probably also note you want to build some houses. This is we're now at the part where, like, at the start of the next turn, 600 people move in.
Right, houses.
Well, good thing we saved those points.
So it's 3 for a lot of houses. So should we build? We can build one set of houses and one set of tenements.
That would offset the unrest.
Yeah,
that
it would
we
offset
just...
the
Okay,
unrest.
yeah. Let's do that.
Right, because the unrest +2, but we're getting an unrest -2, so that would just.
The unrest stays though.
What do you mean?
The unrest from the tenements though, isn't that permanent?
So is the unrest
is it?
gain
We're
from-
basically
Oh.
saying the unrest that we otherwise would have wasted from the jail, where we got -2.
Got you. Okay.
So we put in tenements, which creates unrest, but then we jail those people.
And then
Come
we're
at you.
good.
We're good.
That's fine. We could put the tenements over there by the watchtower. It's fine.
No, I think we put the. I was saying we put the tenements in the settlement by the mines, right? Because we're gonna have miners that are gonna be working out there, and
Oh,
we don't want the tenements in our cap. We don't want the tenements in our capital, so we'll put them in.
Kato doesn't want.
Don't make
the
Abadar's
crappy-
Rest into a shithole.
Put it in the gold ones. Put it in the gold ones.
Yeah, Abadar's. Yeah, I was thinking Abadar's Rest.
Don't make... I'm not going to let you turn Abadar's Rest into a slum. Tell you that.
It's not a
Yeah.
slum.
It's the
Abadar's
furthest.
slum.
It's the furthest. Oh, no one's actually. So we've had Senya and Ionia visited Thornburg, which was cool. So the old Sycamore, we built a watchtower there, which means we are now allowed to, with the watchtower, we are allowed to, let me find the, here it is, watchtower. It adds defense. You can defend the area. If the sex becomes a settlement, this improvement, okay. So we can upgrade the watchtower to a settlement. We gain a watchtower building in the settlement for free. It costs 12 build points to do that, though. Ugh, okay, never mind.
So
I mean, we can put the buildings down in Abadar's Rest, like, if you
Alright.
want.
Alright,
Is that
cool.
just the spirit of that? Is that we want to attract miners to
yes.
work the gold? Or...
Work the mines, yeah. And they're temporary housing, right? Because they go there seasonally to work. They live in the tenements. It's like
No,
contractors.
we're going to be upgrading them at some point.
Okay,
but-
fine. But for now.
Just so you don't
we
immediately
also-
have unrest from, like, a copious amount of people showing up, shouting at you to build them houses. We
So
ain't
what do
got nowhere to sleep, me lord.
So houses in Thornburg and
Like,
tenements in Abadar's
RP
Rest.
wise, doesn't it make more sense for them to be in... Oh, you're putting houses in Thornburg.
Yeah.
Houses,
I thought you were
houses
putting more houses here. Okay, never mind.
and houses in Thornburg and tenements in Abadar's Rest.
We already got a gate on Thornburg. We're bought in on
Oh,
Thornburg.
that's fine. It's fine. I was confused because I thought we were building houses in Ruston, and I thought we were building tenements there and just skipping Thornburg. I didn't realize
Gotcha.
we were doing.
I mean, we've got quite a few. We've already built quite a few houses in. We'll build more in Rooston if we need to, but I think we should kind of spread out our population a bit and not have them all clumped in the capital.
Ward against pandemics. I like it.
Social distancing.
Topical.
All right, so the tenements literally give us nothing other than the
Places the people to sleep.
people, but the unrest, which gets canceled out. So we'll just
The
pretend
RP
we'll
of
get-
not having homelessness run
Yeah.
rampant.
basically.
Yeah.
And the houses. Do the houses get anything?
That's
anything
minus
besides
one
houses?
unrest.
Oh, okay. Which,
So we banked another -1 unrest.
yeah. Okay. Cool. Neat. Would you say that's sufficient, Tommy? Building a lot of houses and a lot of tenements for now.
Maybe one more lot of tenements next month when another 12.
Sure.
1,000
Yeah. When
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
And we
when
can
the
put
next
that over
when the
by
next plot
the
happens.
silver mines.
Well, we
Seems
don't
good.
have settlements there. Oh wait, you said that's already developed.
It's already developed.
Yeah. Right.
It's-
It's a developed because
Yeah.
of the. So,
It wouldn't be hard to, like, the caverns had been to say nothing of the fucking dwarf ruins under the Sootscale caverns. Never mind. People can live in the
Yeah,
in the goddamn
I don't
dwarven
like the
ruins. We're
idea
good.
of our people living in the dwarf mines personally.
Yeah.
So
Never mind.
that
Fine.
people all vanished from. Hey, Rent's real low down here, guys.
Yeah, no
previous
shit.
What happened to
tenants?
the last tenants? What? It just left.
You ever seen that one horror movie where the previous occupants of the house died in the house?
Right.
That happened. It's kind of like that. They vanished.
Okay, so with the houses and the tenements, we're banking 1 build point for next month. Why don't we just build the second tenements now too then?
Sure.
Okay,
Hit
cool.
0. Make that a 0. All right, so we got tenements on the Sootscale Caverns, tenements in the gold mine by Abadar's Rest, and then houses at the at Thornburg.
So we are at +1 unrest.
Okay, so we'll be at an unrest of +1. So you can remove the...
Yeah.
And we'll just throw that into... Cool. Neat. Well, no, but the... Oh, right, because tenements are 2. Wow, they're...
Yep.
So someday we're going to tear those down for real houses, but...
It's just a temporary solution right now.
So a temporary...
So where did
solution
we
to a
build
permanent
those? At the
problem.
caverns?
Yes.
Yes.
So is that a settlement now?
Yeah, because it's developed.
It's kind of always was a settlement.
It was the Cobalt settlement, but we're building above ground living condition or above ground living structures there, just around the mines. It's like it's a short walk. You know, when they get off work, they leave the mine, and they go into their tenement house.
What a pleasant image. All right, well we'll have to come up with a snappy name for that.
Oh, right.
Sootscale Estates.
Just calling it the Sootscale Cavern.
Sootscale Estates. Sootscale
Sootscale
Estates.
I like it.
Sootscalia?
Ugh.
Yep, me and T4 just nope, can't do it.
Sootscale Apartments is fine.
Sootscale Estates. Sootscale Acres.
Well, no, you want to make it sound better. Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like
Estates is-
I feel like Sootscale Estates is a little bit of a marketing like
That's the joke.
lie.
Yeah. No, I actually
They
don't. hate
show up, but they're gonna show up and be like, oh man, did you hear we got an apartment in the Sootscale Estates. Ooh, that sounds
Don't be
fancy.
too busy
I know.
working the mines. Get back to work.
Chief Sootscale with the whip.
Back to work, human, or I'll stab you in your kidneys. Look, Arturus, watch, I will stab him in his kidneys. You go right here. Oh shit. Whoop.
All right.
Dope.
So one more month passes. One more
month passes, and I will get our final with the
build pot.
20 people in Thornburg and Abadar's Rest. That brings the total population of Concordia to a nice, I didn't do this on purpose, but a nice round 2,600 souls.
Wow.
You'll love to see it.
I was thinking when I was driving, and I was like, well, y'all are famous, and there's a damn highway that runs from civilization to you. It's not hard for people to get to you. Bam. Okay, cool. So one more round of...
So the growth spurt's over.
Yes.
And...
To speak in civilization terms, your golden age has ended.
Right. And we could move Ionia back off of stability into economy if you want.
I think that's fair.
On average, I still beat the DC alone. But
by a lot.
Not by a lot, no.
Really? What would
it'll
we
go
At
down
21.
to 16, and it's so +9. I need to roll at least a 9.
A 9. Maybe put Grunlich in there and pull Ionia out, because Ionia is a bigger bonus.
Yeah. I don't mind. Yeah. So that's +3 from +2 to economy under leadership for switching over. And then it's a -2 for me.
Okay. I think you can survive a -2.
I hope so.
All right, make it
Okay,
so.
so D20 +9.
Good luck.
So
I have to
the
do I have to
exact DC.
Okay, but if I have to beat it in order to lower the unrest,
You need to you meet it as it stands. You would lower it by 1, I believe.
oh, okay, so we can drop our unrest to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And that will help for our... Oh, right, because the unrest is... Oh,
Was it
right.
1? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works. This is... Okay. Stability checks are more important than I actually originally first thought. These are actually critical that you make these. I mean, they always were, but. All right, excellent. All right, Cato, first of his name, Lord of the Anvils and the First Men.
Did we get the minus 1 sec? I'm not sure we took Grinluke out of leadership from the. We took him out of over here, but I don't think we took him out of this column. I think this should sit at a +10 right now. Or was the.
No, we moved. Oh, hold on. So Senya is 4. Ionia is 5. That's 9. Bakken is 1. That's 10. And then Cato's 4. So it should actually be 14.
Senya is 4. Ionia and Bakken are both 5 for +10. Then 14, 15 in leadership there.
Right, so.
Oh, well, it's actually a little lower than it should have been.
We were cheating ourselves of
Bang.
Probably not much. It's fine. I'm sure we've made plenty of additional mistakes along the way that we just haven't picked up on.
For sure.
So what did we just fix?
Some of the math was wrong in the leadership math on the economy.
I think that was I think that was because we just moved Ionia back.
Oh, yes, that's right. It should have been 2 higher than it was because we dropped 3 and added 5. Right.
This number is supposed to be my modifier because it says 6.
Oh.
It is, yeah. It's only 5.
Yeah.
It's almost like.
When I'm not raging.
I'm assuming you're raging when you need to make the check.
I mean, if you want me to do it while I'm raging, it's 7.
Okay. Good. Well done.
Now I don't know what to put in the
Barbarian.
Average it down to 6. Can't rage all the time.
Not yet.
Are we actually going to say that, or are we saying it's 5 because that's her modifier?
I'm okay with it being 7. Like, it's not like she needs to be for a solid month of stability. She's just when she's busted up criminals who are doing bad things, she's probably raging.
Yeah, most likely.
That's fair. All right, so Cato's gonna make his roll. Let's get some money, dollar bills, y'all. Don't F this up, Cato.
Oh, F it up, Cato.
Oh,
Cato!
Dollar bills.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Can someone else who hasn't used a hero point is part of this rule?
Not so much.
No,
I'll round it up. 12, so 10 build points.
Okay.
And it's the middle of January, so you might want to pass a couple months further anyway, because it's going to be one of those, like, too cold to travel kind of scenarios again.
Okay. Well, 10.
Oh, wait. As a matter of strategy, could we, and like obviously we can't go back on it now, but could Ionia have rolled for economy since she was contributing to it and still has a hero point?
Sure, why not? Use Ionia's hero point.
I think it's already done, but
it's fine.
We'll do it next month.
Okay, also good. 10 build points in ye old treasury.
10. Let's see what we got here. We could build some roads.
Like to the Sootscale estates.
So
comes off the really nice road.
To build a road on one of our tiles is going to cost. Depends on hills. It would be 3.
That's actually a good idea to build it to the Sootscale estates because we're going to take Nettle Crossing next. That'll allow us to link up with the crossing.
Yeah.
You could build a road like along the river.
Or some boats.
Yeah. So, and by the way, roads. We haven't been factoring this in. Does the first road count as ours?
Yes. And that should be in your economy.
It should be, because it's economy +1 for every 4 hexes of road. You have stability +1 for every 8 hexes of road.
Which is +1 economy, basically, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes of road.
Okay, so if we built a road to the Sootscales, really that's the only unconnected. Because Thornburg has 1. It's just a Sootscale. We
Right.
probably should build a road out there, and then maybe to Nettle. Should we take Nettles Crossing now and build a road to the crossing?
Might as well.
All right. So taking Nettles Crossing, is that a hill tile where Nettles Crossing is built on?
Yes.
Looks like
Yep.
it.
Yeah, looks like it.
So to claim the tile would be 2. To build a road would be 3, so that's 5. And then another 3 to build a road through Sootscale Cavern tile, so that would be 8 of our 10. So yeah, we could do that. We could claim Nettles Crossing Hex, build a road here and here.
Does it automatically get the bridge since we're putting a road up there?
Yes.
Yes. So the thing bridge here. When you build a road in a hex that contains a river, the cost of a road.
Oh, that's that weird bridge rule, right?
It's that weird bridge rule.
Right.
That weird bridge rule. So we are claiming Nettles Crossing, though.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
However, to build the bridge there would be
Isn't there a weird bridge rule where it's like if you build a road there, you get your first bridge?
You do, but you have to pay. Well, it says here, bridge. When you build a road in a hex that contains a river, double the cost of the road, which includes bridges needed to cross the river.
Okay. So the
There's
bridge
that
costs
weird
twice
bridge
as
rule.
much.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, so
How
you
much are
double the
roads?
on that hex. So roads are normally, so on a plains it's 1, and then it goes up based on what the thing is. So for hills it's 3.
So then 6 because there's a river there.
Yeah.
If I'm understanding it right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
so
that
maybe
covers the
we
cost of the
shouldn't
bridge.
go across the Sootscale thing. Maybe we should go across the Sycamore and save because we have to pay that extra 6 to go across.
But we're gonna want to put a road through Sootscale anyway, so we would end up with this weird triangle road thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's build to Sootscale now. Let's hold off. Did we claim Nettles Crossing, or did someone draw that? Did I just
We
draw
did.
that?
Yeah, I
We
assumed.
asked him. We said yes.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so hold on. So 4, 6, 8. Goddamn, we are 1 build point short of being able to do this.
Anybody got 4,000 gold they'd like to donate to the treasury?
To donate, or we could all pitch in.
Did our magic shop produce any magic items?
So, I think I have 1,000 gold left.
I can pitch in.
Man, me only threw it on them horses. It's up to you guys to come out your pockets a little bit.
Yeah, so I have 1,409 gold total after I bought my items.
I have 3,000 GP. So, how much?
We need 4,000 total.
Okay, so you want to take my 3K?
I feel bad making you front.
Yeah, just that means the
Well, I
next time
have
you guys have a
like
payout,
8,000.
Sania gets 3,000 gold more.
Yeah. We'll put it in a. What do we call it? Call it Kingdom Bonds?
Yeah.
Sham
Yeah.
has
Bond?
8,000 gold. She can just pay for the 4,000 now, and then we can reimburse. That way, you don't have to. We don't have to split it across 2 characters.
Also good.
All right, and we'll give her 4,000 gold worth of Kingdom Bonds that she can cash out once we have the excess build points to do so.
Go ahead, put down on your sheet.
Zaresh, or Ionia, congratulations. You are the first person to ever buy a Kingdom Bond from our treasury. Here it is. It's
Well,
worth 4,000 gold, and you can cash this in when we're not broke.
How come it doesn't have like should it have like a seal oh yes, we don't have a flag.
God damn it,
There's
Tibor.
not even any colors on it. It's just a blank. It's like
Just a blank sheet of paper.
it's just fucking.
It has like IOU written on it.
It's just Kato grabs a pen.
Kato's signature on the bottom of it.
Well, once again, thank you, Ionia, for this investment that you will be paid back for, of course, once we.
Not
It's really
even
just cashing out a
because
build point
white
out of
is a
later.
color. It's just like here's some fucking laminate. Passes over.
I hate. Sometimes I hate all. I love you all at the same time, but
Pick some
I love the
colors.
relationship. You know what? This whole weekend, I'm gonna be like slaving away on this
You were supposed to do that
Last
last
week's
time.
I know, and I put it off, and I didn't do it. I didn't finish it, so I'm gonna finish it this weekend. I promise.
Story of my whole
You
life.
guys realize you're gonna keep him up all night now.
Good.
That's fine.
It'll keep him from
Good.
going into your fridge at 2 in the morning and rearranging it. He can do his fucking
In the
Pathfinder
moment.
work. Christ.
Okay, fair, cool. All right, so claim tile, build 2 roads, including bridge. Done. Tommy, do you want to draw the black road?
Is that what we're gonna call it?
Well,
Black road.
it's a black line. It's Tommy's black line.
Tommy's
Well,
black
if
line.
it's going to the Sootscale Caverns, should we call it the Silver Road?
I like it.
The Soot Road. Is it
I
just...
like this.
It's going from Thornburg to the Sootscale Caverns, is that right?
And then up into Nettles Crossing where the bridge is. So do an intelligent little.
Whoops. Oh god, I deleted the town. Come back, town. I'm going there, town. The town's dead. Tree Razor's pissed. Ah, shit.
Yeah, Tree Razor came back,
Done
leveled
goop.
it.
I'm gonna not
Oh, yeah,
black.
you
I'm gonna do
about that
gray
guy.
because I believe highways are distinct from roads. This road is much nicer than the road that goes like this. I'm thinking.
Okay.
About
That
right.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, dope. So then the end of 6 months of your golden age has come and gone.
Yeah.
It is now, the town has grown up upon itself. There's, went from 40 people to 2,000 in about 6 months. It's probably a real big moment for everybody, but it's also like the managing of all of it, the oversight of the construction and things. It is now once again like pretty much every night is below below 0, and it's very rarely above freezing. There's snow on the ground. Whoever is making those roads, I hope you're paying them well because it probably sucks. But
I mean, at what is it? At 12,000 gold per hex.
they just
They're
don't
getting
buy
paid.
building supplies. They literally just only to take the 12,000 gold pocket and run. But you guys
Run.
could reasonably do a couple more months worth of kingdom building if you wanted to, just because like adventuring will be difficult when it's
Let's
cold out.
I feel like we should do. Well, are
Say
we
it.
going
You're
to-
thinking the same thing I'm thinking, I think.
What you say it?
I want to do one more and then just pay us out for that phase. We take the build points and pay it out.
Oh, I was gonna say we do one more because Ionia can roll it and use her hero point if it's botched. But
And then
Can-
Concordia can pay me back too.
and then
Boom.
Concordia can pay her back as well. Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Tommy,
good.
you'd mentioned earlier. How does this work? So the hero point can be used to re-roll a d20. It can also be used to fluff the number up a little bit. Is it by 8?
+8 before the roll or +4 after.
Oh, okay.
Or just a
Cool.
flat reroll, which on average will net you a +4. So it's
So Ionia, since we don't want that hero point to go to waste, you could just take the +8 on the roll and just bring in the money, maybe. Be nice.
What am I rolling?
Are we doing
If
one
we-
more turn then?
If we do one more kingdom turn, you can make the roll, and you can use your hero point to add a +8 to that roll.
Or just hold on to it in case she botches
In
it.
case she
Oh,
needs a
so
reroll.
rather than re-roll, just take a.
Right, but you have to do it. You have to announce that in advance.
Who's
So
this guy?
yeah, who's Jeff?
What?
one
Jeff-
of the people from the other team just
Logged in.
He's-
Yeah,
did a check.
we're getting a... Sorry about it. It's okay, Jeff.
Vengeance for Kato's
I don't know why I'm
nobility.
saying that out loud. Yeah, we added a 7th person to Spoopy Kingmaker, and I asked the summoner to please re-roll because there's 7 people there. Ionia raises her fist at these hooligans. Yeah, me too. It's a whole thing. The king is assassinated for the 3rd time in 2 sessions. Kato just keeps reincarnating.
This whole ghost of Kato thing is going to become a literal ghost of Kato. Like,
It's realer than you might think. Okay, cool.
oh,
So
shit.
then,
So to be clear, the DC on this goes up by 1 because we claimed a new.
yes, it is now 26.
Tommy, what is you said there's some pretty steep penalties if we want to cash out build points as
just like personal
essentially
funds.
salary, right?
If you pay Ionia back, there's not one, because like she just donated money into the kingdom, she would get it back. But if you cash out, it's Christ, I don't even. It's a lot though. Like your unrest goes up by a considerable number. I think it hits your loyalty too, because
I thought we've done that before, haven't we?
We have. Yeah.
Well, no, we used
I think you guys also paid it
What
back
we
really
did was-
fast.
Yeah, we paid it.
we agreed to pay it back, so he didn't make it. We just didn't go through the gymnastics of that. But
Pretty
in this
much.
case, I think Esther was.
It only
implying
really
that we
ever
just,
comes
like-
up if like you guys get 15 build points and then each of you take 3 build points in personal funds each, and the kingdom generates no money.
That was my dream.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Wow.
You hate to see it.
The shadow over his
Boo.
dream.
You
There's
gotta
also-
bankrupt the kingdom.
We also, if we withdraw build points directly from the treasury, we only get half the value as in personal funds. I guess
And
Fine,
each time you
fine,
withdraw
fine.
build points for your personal use, unrest increases by the number of build points withdrawn. So if you were to withdraw 15, your unrest would go up by 15.
go to 15, yeah.
Ooh-wee.
And then, even though each build point is roughly worth 4,000 gold, if you
You get
withdraw this way,
2,000
you
back.
only get 2,000. Yeah.
Selling for half, essentially.
So basically the normal selling rules for. I mean, there's
Am I
5
doing
of
another
us. If we-
stability check or not? Are we putting Ionia's hero point to work?
Hell yeah.
What's the modifier? 1d20 plus what?
Uh,
33. Plus
well
your
done,
8.
Artoris.
33 plus an additional 8 on top of it.
8 if you're using your hero point, which you are.
Well, don't tell her what she's doing, Jesus.
yeah.
I'm using the hero point. What I'm wondering is if the 33 already has the 8 calculated in, or
No.
if it's 33 plus an
It's
additional.
33 plus 8 if you're using it.
So 41.
Sure. If that's what the math says. Oh,
Wow.
baby.
Oof. Okay, cool. So that means in the month of January, you guys make. I'll go ahead and round that number up. So there's that. I cannot believe I am continuing to brain fart. Since we've put a settlement, quote unquote, since we're gonna build apartments on the Kobold mines, I'm gonna treat that like it's a settlement. So 21. So
Yeah, we should have
16 all told.
Four settlements now, right? It's our total?
Yeah.
Abadar's Rest, Thornburg, Rooston, and
The Sootscale
The
Estate.
Sootscale
Estates.
Estates, I'm
God
dead.
damn it.
It's really good.
I'll always, whenever I think of that name, I'll just hear Tommy chanting, Sootscale Estates!
Sootscale Estates, because it was good.
And we have. Do we only count the road? We only count the roads that are in tiles that we control, right? Like if we wanted, so we get 1, 2, 3. So we currently have 6 road tiles within our territory. Is that correct? Is that how it would be calculated?
3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we need
6.
2 more. We would need 2 more road tiles.
You need to go
To
attack
gain-
Oleg's trading post real quick.
If we tag those 2 up there, we could add +1 to our economy because we'd reach another 4. We'd also reach 8, so we'd add 1 to stability as well, which is nice. So it might be worth, or we could just build roads. If we go out to the Temple of the Elk, if we take, this is just future talk. If we take Thornfjord and the Temple of the Elk, and then we build roads out to the Temple of the Elk, that would also meet that criteria. So
We
Right.
take the Thornfjord.
Fjord, Thornfjord. There's a fjord.
There's no J.
There's no J.
There's no
We're,
J,
we're not
okay.
adventuring in the
All right,
lands of the Lenorm Kings. We're adventuring in the Stolen Lands. No Vikings here.
Are we,
And then we're
so
gonna
we,
catch
how many build points did we end up with?
15
16 IRC.
or 16. Sorry.
Is that before or after the one that
Sorry.
I'm taking back to?
15 after we subtract the 1 for Ionia's royal. What did I call
Got
it? Bond,
Loan.
kingdom bond.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
For the Kato's IOU. Yep, 15 build points.
So if we cash out those 15,
Your
that's
unrest goes up by
Everyone
15.
hates us.
30,000.
Riots in
That's
the
30,000
streets.
gold. And then we,
Still-
yeah.
still
All
need-
right.
I don't have that encounter prepped. I'm too tired to prep that encounter.
What would
Bakken just-
minus 15 unrest do for? That would be
I mean,
bad.
does anybody actually need money for anything?
Not really.
I do.
I want money.
Still? You like bought like the whole cow, I thought. Might as
Still
well.
haven't done my
I
shopping.
need sniper's goggles.
Artorias is just riding into battle on a cow.
I have a lot of wondrous items planned out.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay. But yeah,
Um,
no, we need an arena.
We do need an arena. Is there anything that gives a discount to an arena?
We got it. We got it. We
Probably.
got to have it by summertime. 'Cause this is when you do arena stuff.
That's when
Ooh,
football
40
season
points.
starts.
No, guys. We don't need the arena. We need a military academy.
Oh boy.
You can train sword lords at either.
Because
We need a cathedral.
Well, no, because the military academy gives loyalty +2, stability +1, fame +1. It's little limit 1 persona, blah blah. But this as a special here. So armies and commanders recruited at the settlement here gain a bonus tactic. See army tactics. It also produces these magic items: 1 armor, 1 minor armor, shield or weapon, 1 medium armor, shield or weapon. An institution dedicated to the study of war and the training of elite soldiers and officers. This is what Cato needs to set up his academy. It's a
Yeah,
military academy.
that's cool.
That's cool.
But
+2 stability, which is hot.
it's +2 loyalty.
Or +2 loyalty, sorry, +1 stability. +1 fame,
Still
which
does-
would be cool because there'd be a statue of Cato, like, and that's where the fame would come from.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
Still need-
You wake
Arena.
up
Still
in
need
the
an
morning and
arena.
the statue is defaced.
Shouldn't we have a building to train the fighters before we have an arena to throw the fighters in to fight?
No, you don't train arena fighter.
They train
Um,
in the arena.
I mean, you
They
train in the arena.
but
Yeah,
You just don't sell tickets to the training matches.
right.
What if we built a library?
why?
I can't. Oh, we still don't have that yet.
We don't. Did we not ever build a Did we build the stable?
Did we build
Guys,
the
we
jail?
never checked on the.
You did build it, too.
We did build Joe. We should definitely get that stables. That's something Senya has. She's been real silent because she kind of. This is kingdom stuff, but she's been pining for the stable for kind of a while at this
What
point.
did Ionia want to check on?
Like months ago, Amalia went missing, and we just never followed up on that or
Yeah.
went back to see if she's there. We could expand to her hex maybe. Actually, at this point, I think enough time has passed that we could anyway.
You guys need, if I remember correctly, like 3 more months, but you also know that like Cato is not bound to not do it. So
Right. We learned that the spell was just a what would you call it? Like it was a.
Is a bluff.
It was a
Yeah,
bluff.
Just
she
saying,
just bluffed real
she
hard.
went missing, and then we just spent like almost a year being like, whatever.
I mean, is there a benefit from taking that hex necessarily?
you
Or
get
what-
closer to
No.
taking Candlemere Tower, which is
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
right.
that was exactly
When
what I was
when
thinking.
when we decide to go out that way, but that's after the elk path, and
the Elk Path.
so like that's I don't think that's really on our radar right now. Okay, with one thing. So sorry to interrupt. Ionia,
Yo,
if you would be willing to forego repayment for another month,
Oh boy.
no.
It's just
Oh,
out
boy.
of hand. Nope.
that because a library is 6 build points, and the stable is 10 build points. So that's 16. We made 16 this month, but then we had to pay you back your 1, so now we're short.
Convince me.
You'd get a library.
Keep going.
I mean,
That's
and then
the
you
end.
still and you'd still get your build point back, just not this month, like next month.
I don't know.
Oof. Got him.
Fair. All right. Well, then we'll have to pick. We can't afford both. So
I just feel like you're not being convincing enough.
I mean, I think the benefits speak for themselves. I don't think I need to have to
I feel like I could just get something more from you.
fine.
Whoever scrawled in like these houses that we've or these buildings that we've built,
That was Dell.
like at the
I'm just because we need to
oh, it's
format it
good.
to make
It's just fun.
yeah, it's to keep track of it for until we make it pretty. So
I mean,
Sweeten the deal, Scarius.
Wow.
Such loyalty, such inter-party conflict.
I mean,
Ionia's rebellion has just
I
begun.
know. We'll name the library after you.
The Ionia Essel Memorial Library.
Not a memorial library. She's not dead.
I feel like I've never seen a library that was named after
Ionia's
someone that
Institute
wasn't
of Higher Learning.
Okay.
It's a library.
Well, the library upgrades to a university in the future. It's the path.
I like where we're going with this, and I would also like something in writing from you, signed by you, saying that
with our
I
sigil.
am significantly smarter than you, Cato Sicarius, and
I'm not gonna do that.
better looking.
Boom.
Yeah, none of these things are gonna happen.
Wealthier.
Either that, or you just wait a month and get a
we just delay the. But I would like to not delay this a month, because every month that getting it a month earlier means we get the benefits of it a month earlier.
Just a little thing for me to keep in my personal collection of things.
I say we just save up for the arena.
Yeah, I mean,
there was a whole RP thing about that, and you guys were excited.
We got to do it. As long as it gets built by the summertime, we're fine.
It's 40 though, so like it's gonna take like 3 months or so.
True.
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Just a little thing between friends, Cato.
I'm not giving you anything you could ever use to blackmail me in the future, or hold over me and say, "Remember when you gave me this with your, signed statement that?" Yeah, no, that's not.
I just don't see why not, though.
Because Cato never would do that. You've never agreed to that.
Cato is saying in character, Cato never would.
Right. No, Del is saying in character that you're barking up a tree. Cato is not ever going to.
I'm super confused. Did you just say Del in character?
Del is saying that Cato in character is saying. I
feel like we've already established that Cato in character talks in the third person sometimes.
Sometimes?
All the time, Cato Sicarius. Hi, Cato Sicarius. Have saved you from trolls. Fuck yeah. Kurgus. I don't know.
How many more months do we have before it's warm out and we can start exploring again?
One
like
more.
3 more. This is January.
Just skipped a month.
I figure we're in the north. Probably 2 more. It probably won't thaw till April.
Yeah, so we're like 3 more months.
After which point the non-aggression pact you signed with Amalia Durolven will have expired, and you can claim that hex. Or expand south in general, and you will have shown to her, regardless of rusery or blufferisms, that you're willing to listen.
Well, she could be dead to a bunch of Hell Knights right now,
or she could be dead to a bunch of Hell Knights.
Like, we just don't know, and honestly, it's like, whatever. She's not there, then I'm gonna just turn her.
We weren't looking to go that way, and
for a while, yeah. Which is why it was such an easy agreement to make with her, because we had no intention of heading that way anyway in the near future. So here's Cato's agreement. So the library will eventually upgrade into an academy, which can then further upgrade into a university. And he's willing to name the academy/university, after Ionia. Ionia Essel's Institution of Higher Learning, or whatever you think would be an appropriate title. I think that's a real good.
Here's what I really want. Okay, scratch all of the things about you writing about how great I am and how I'm better.
Amazing you are. Fine. All right.
This arena we plan on building, I want it to be named after my brother.
Who's your brother? Please recant me with that tale.
Really?
Everyone dig in.
Minoru, my adopted brother, whose family was killed by the Tire Lords. My mother found him when she was out on one of her trade routes. It came into my life when I was very young, went missing during the Vanishing. Real tough guy. I want the arena.
When did all this happen?
11 years ago.
Oh, we'll get over it already.
Fuck you.
What's his name?
Minoru. Come on, man. Keep up.
Honestly, if you can tell, I have really not been paying attention to.
You're supposed to be my best friend, man.
Apparently, yeah.
You're fired.
So Minoru.
I want to point out that before it becomes an arena, it can be a theater first, though.
Theater.
Oh shit! The theater can. Why ever would we go straight into the arena?
It wouldn't.
And pay full price for it. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
where?
You could also have a theater.
I didn't realize it could be upgraded.
Yeah. No, you start with the theater for 24, and then you get the arena when you get enough points to do the other 16.
And you can have stand up and random like Shakespearean acts one day and Bloodsport the next. It's hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I want the arena portion.
I have a question though. When you upgrade a building like from a theater to an arena, I assume you lose the benefits of the theater.
Correct.
You pay the difference, and you, which is
so it's
which is why there's it's literally like you can get, because the upgraded version always has just improved benefits over the previous one. You can build like the lesser ones again in other settlements, for example. Like we could have a university in the capital and maybe an academy someday in whatever that other city is called.
The theater and the arena are very different. Like the theater gives +2.
Oh, really?
I mean, well, it gives +2 to the stability, +2 to economy for the theater. It's just that the arena gets way more stability.
Yeah, you lose the economy once you upgrade from theater to arena. You get +4 stability, +1 fame.
Yeah, and you get fame.
We would lose. Really? Why would they? Yeah, you're right. Super lame. It also discounts. You can build another theater though at half price once you build the arena.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
Discounts future theaters. So
yes.
So, and how much is theater? 20?
24.
24. The arena's 40. Why are we scrounging for a 40 build point building? I mean, there's an RP reason behind it, I guess. I'm gonna say out of character that in character, really only one.
That was the most confusing statement I ever heard in my whole life.
I'm gonna say out of character. I'm going to say that Kato in character really only at this stage is going to have one building that he really cares about getting at least sometime within maybe the next year, which is going to be that military academy, because that's going to be his RP development into like right now he's going to use like the barracks or garrison, right? Because we lost the barracks when we got a garrison. God damn, we don't even have a barracks. This sucks, guys. Anyway, but we did agree to build towards the arena first, so I'm going to honor that agreement. Otherwise, what's my word good for, right? But I just want you guys to know that, just as I know Esker's going to want to build up his shrine build path, that's going to.
Well, cathedral's next, and that's a ways off. I have my temple, so I'm.
Oh, you already have your temple. Wow, So we should build shrines in the other settlements, right? At some point, I would imagine. Yeah, that's kind of important. See, I'm looking out for you. As long as you look out for me when it comes to my.
See the games you're playing.
Nah, dude, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. All right, cool. With that, so do we want to just bank the 15 points then? Ione can take a refund, and we bank the 15.
Sure.
We don't have to spend. Plus, as you said, it's going to be hard to build in the winter. Why don't we just bank hero points until spring, and then we can have a big. What's the season of spring? What's like a
Farast?
Right. We can be like, as part of the new year and the new spring, we're going to undergo all these huge construction projects, because we'll have banked so many build points up until that point that we can just do some big stuff. I think it'll be great.
It sounds great.
I don't know. I'm getting silence from everybody, so.
Oh, I'm just realizing that for some reason no one put the temple on the kingdom.
Oh.
I'm sure it wasn't important.
+2 loyalty, +2 stability this whole time.
Oh.
Luckily, I passed all my checks, but still.
Looks awkwardly at Kalira.
Huh? It's not my job. It's Bill's job.
Okay, cool.
So are we doing another month?
One more. Once more under the breach, my friends.
Doesn't love Kingdom phase session.
Who doesn't love Kingdom phase? It's important. We're building. We're making places where people can live. Fine estates where you can live your life. All right. Well,
All right.
Cool. Rolling it on
beating
over.
it for a 26.
That's what she said. And all right, cool. Got there. And whoever wants to roll the money check.
I'm sorry. I had my phone. I had to answer a call real quick. What is happening?
We're doing another month.
Month of February.
Oh, so we're banking and going a month. So if we didn't have the temple added, were we not getting the bonus from the temple?
Yeah. So stability should be too higher and loyalty should be too high.
Okay.
I'll fix it now.
Did you fix it? Okay. And we have
Did
15
you take out the bonus for the temple? The
Oh yeah, the shrine.
Here,
Let me.
remove the bonus for the shrine.
Well, the shrine isn't on the sheet either. So someone got halfway through upgrading it and then forgot to actually add the new build.
There's clearly
shrine is there. It's under tannery. It goes shop tannery shrine.
Shop tannery shrine. Where?
Yeah, shrine.
on the
right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just
let
did
me
not
factor that out.
So change the shrine there as it's listed on the right to temple, or I'll do that for you. All right, so now it's temple. And I think I made a mistake too. When we added the garrison stats, I don't think I removed the barracks
stats.
bonus. So let me just see what the difference there is supposed to be. See, I knew there was going to be, everyone will have screwed something up.
Math is hard.
Oh, barracks is only unrest -1. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so loyalty goes up by 1, stability goes up by 2 for the temple.
Nice.
Okay. And all of the garrison is unrest -2 instead of unrest -1. Okay, so we lose nothing. All we gained is loyalty 2, stability 2, which those were added already. So
perfect.
Cool, we're good. All right, money roll. Well, Ksenia
has her hero point, so we're gonna metagame.
Would you like to roll this
hard.
one with your hero point?
I'm gonna have the biggest encounter.
What am I rolling?
At the very
I know, right?
Just right now. Oops, it's a lich. Oh god. Everyone
dying. Make will saves.
At disadvantage. No.
It just gives everyone a chance to use their hero point this session, right? All right, Ksenia.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Roll d20 plus 33.
Not plus 41.
Plus 8.
I think he's gonna do it separate.
Yeah, I always put mine separate so you can see where all the
plus
33 plus 8.
Boop, boop.
And don't fuck it up.
She fucked it up. She fucked it up real good.
I mean, the 8 still makes that like an equivalent of
12.
12, so yeah.
Yeah. So
a reroll might have gotten higher than a 12, but it might not have.
Minus, so 12 build points generated for the month of February.
Okay.
Which I forget what is called in Galarianese. We were so good at it at the beginning of this campaign. Now we're just like, yeah, it's February. Go.
Well, it's enough for theater.
Theatre.
Right. But let's keep. I think we should keep banking till spring.
You want to just build the arena in one jump?
We might be able to go straight to the arena in one jump. Yeah.
But
well,
you
there's
don't
no
want to take.
There's no
benefit.
We get the economy and the stability at +2 during if we're gonna like keep build.
Exactly.
For the one.
Yeah.
For that one
or 2 months, whatever it ends up being.
Smart. All right.
Yep.
So do we build the theater, the Minoru?
This is a good RP moment too, because
Doggo theater.
The dog. Theater of the dog.
Theater of the dog.
Wait.
Kato can tell. Yeah. So we're gonna get started on that arena. Cal will be like, the fuck is this? This is not an arena.
Yeah, there's a stage for, the two people to perform on. There's some seats here for the audience.
Where's the carnage? Where's the bloodshed?
All right, fine. Workers
die for honor.
Make some alterations.
So some skulls over there, and then maybe some chain down here. Yes, thank you.
No,
We're just building a goth club, is what I'm hearing.
All right, how much is the theater?
I just upped the theater's 24. And I just improved the economy and stability by 2.
You've done that already?
Yep.
All right, so that reduces us. It's 24. We had 27. So we're down to 3 build points.
So we need what was the arena 40?
Yes.
16 up from the theater, so
Correct. We only need 16. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have 3 banks.
We should get that next
So we
time,
need
next
13.
month.
So
Shouldn't be a problem.
So we need 13 then on the roll.
Mhm.
All right, one more. This will be our final because this will be March, right?
That'll bring us to the spring times.
Perfect.
All right, final one, and then we get that arena up. Yes, and then we can do this huge RP event with the arena that I've been planning.
Oh, good.
All right, ready?
Ready, steady, go.
Stability. Oh yeah, love to see it.
Killing it.
Since
All right,
I'm
cool.
just gonna roll this real quick. Don't fuck it up, Kato.
I feel like the theater is probably like an amphitheater, so it's like half a coliseum.
Yeah.
And you just put another half on there.
There's just a
Yeah, it's an
shitload of
arena now.
storage for where we put away the props for the blood sport, and we get out the props for the theater stuff. All right, we got 46. Divided by 3 is that number. So 12 build points generated this month.
No.
Damn. Well, that's enough. Oh no, it's one short.
All right, who's got 4,000 gold in
Uh-oh.
IOUs?
Guess who's
Alright.
back?
I want the arena named after my brother, and I want the university named after me.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
The mostly human university. It's made of people.
Mostly human university.
There's just
Hold on.
bones in the wall, mostly.
Mostly.
Oh,
We're
we're
not-
in trouble now.
This arena is kind of Kalira's pet project, so I don't know how. I don't know. What do you? How does Kalira feel about naming the
Care
university
what the fuck you
after
call it? You can call it whatever you
after
want
Minar?
to.
All right.
I
Cool,
wanted an
cool.
underground fighting pit anyway.
Fair enough. 2 things. It's getting kind of greedy there.
I will say
Well, I
Minoru
really
Coliseum
don't
doesn't
like
sound very particularly dangerous though. It needs
Minoru
something.
Coliseum.
And anyone who feels that way, you just introduce them to the Great Pyrenees that's with you guys.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
who's
this-
Minoru?
Minoru.
That's
yeah.
Minoru.
But it's not though. That's the problem.
With the
are gonna-
dire collar.
People are going to associate it with the dog when it's supposed to be associated to a dead person.
Well, maybe we'll do like a mural of him.
Oh boy.
Was he like
I'm
a
watching
was
the
he
art
like
of
a
negotiation.
was he
on
like
was he a
a
good
was he
fighter?
like a great fighter or something?
Kind of do like a mural of like what was I'm kind of thinking of Elder Scrolls orc god
Malakath.
Malakath, yeah.
Nice. You were quick with that.
Yeah, I'm a huge nerd.
How about we name the academy / university after you, and we build a mural of Minoru in the Colosseum? But
How will people know it's in his honor, though?
because
Well,
there will be a plaque with the mural.
Well, Kalira agreed to the name, right?
I didn't. I said I don't care.
Well, she doesn't care.
I mean, like, can't you like name parts of the? It's a big place. I mean, you can call it the Minoru. I don't know, seating section.
I love it.
The Minoru staging area.
Brother was
The
a
Minoru
more than a
lavatories.
seating area or a staging area.
The Minoru gate. I mean, let you in the Minoru gate. It's the main one with the Minoru.
I withdraw
'Cause-
my contribution.
Don't make us
Fine.
do another thing.
No,
Oh,
it's
we're
fine.
doing another thing. No
I can-
money for you.
Yeah, Xenia and I can confront that the cost of the.
It's really that big of a deal to you to not let me have my brother's name on the arena?
You can. We were gonna. I said we build a monument and put a plaque on it, but we're not. I don't want to name the whole arena after one person. The arenas need a name, like the Grand Concordian arena, like the Grand Arena of Concordia, or like it's a, it's a
Bloody
destination
pits
location.
of Iron War. Huh? You don't like it?
The random edge
right.
at the end from Color. God damn it.
Well, I mean, if this is super important to you, it's super
My
important to
brother
you.
was the single most important person in my life, and he's been missing for
Right
now.
Can sell it to me on why Ionia believes that naming the Colosseum after her brother would be the most appropriate memorial in his honor. Like what is his link to like arena fighting and like Colosseums or anything like that? Is there any?
Well, he was originally from a tribe of orcs in Numeria who were fierce warriors. He himself was a fierce warrior, just covered in battle scars and always getting into fights.
He sounds
He's a
cute.
tough guy.
God damn it.
You actually probably would really like him, Cal.
Yeah, maybe.
He might even be able to beat you in a fight.
No, let's not lose our heads, darling.
Oh.
Start generating some stats real quick. Ghost Minoru appears.
I don't want to come off like an asshole. So if it's important to you, then it's important. Then it's important to me.
I mean, you wouldn't let me have the piece of paper that says how much better than you I am. At least
because I never put lies in writing.
None of it was a lie. All
piece of paper starting to look big.
All of it's a lie. Except maybe the intelligence part, I would say.
I'm definitely smarter than you. I'm definitely wealthier than you. And I'm definitely more attractive than you.
How about we agree to the name? We agree to the terms in theory, but then we take some time to snap it, rather than just like Minoru's Coliseum. We come up with something that's
we have time to come up with a.
What I was saying. I mean, the Minoru's Coliseum just sounds kind of blah. We need to.
I know that's like my only real like the Grand Arena of Rostov is like, it's a place of people from all over the continent, travel to sit in and view, and it's like, it's basically like, this huge place, and I want to like build a Coliseum that can rival.
Just call it the Fop House. It's easy enough.
Okay. No.
Fop House.
See you down at the Fop House, dude.
See, there you go. It's perfect.
What if we name the dump after your brother?
Oh wow!
Then the ghost haunts your town.
See how
nice. That's
all right.
KO's fifth death in 2 sessions.
And yeah, this is the 5th time I've died this session. If we can workshop the name a bit, I don't mind incorporating your brother into it.
It doesn't have to just be like the Minoru Arena.
Okay.
Like we can make it flashy.
All right.
Then I just want it to be in honor of him.
Sure. I don't have any problems with that.
I mean, this past conversation would beg to differ, but whatever.
I'm just making sure that it's not that I haven't said no. Not once did I say no to your request. I'm trying to get you to put all justification for it forward so that we can make so that Cato can make a fully, educated decision. He could have been 99% of the way there, and you just needed that extra 1%. And
I mean, metagamey, I assume a lot of your concern as the big push to get this built was Kalira's, and so the player Tibor, you're okay with ceding control of the name? Is that okay?
Yeah, no, Kalira wouldn't care.
Okay.
No.
I had the same thought though.
Yeah. Rip the Grand Arena of Gorham.
Well, that Fop House. It's so good.
And rip the Fop House.
Fop House is pretty good.
We have to find that.
I would concede the name if we did Fop House.
You just call it Minoru's Fop House. It's fine.
No.
See, everyone wins.
Definitely.
Stop it. Stop.
I don't think I've ever heard Del get that loss of cool point. Stop it.
I'm
He got triggered real hard.
A little bit. They say you shouldn't tell your tormentors what they do that bothers you because they're just gonna
I think you just did.
lean in on that?
I think you
I
just
think
did.
I might. It's bothered me from session 1, and it's gonna continue to bother me. That stupid term that Kalira coined. Now everyone fucking uses.
The Fop House,
Yeah,
Fop
she's
style.
called me a witch from day 1 too.
I
Thank you
know.
for
She
it.
called, yeah.
We'll call it the Witch
Fair
House, the Fop Witch House.
Calls Artor's blood priest. Senya's the only. She actually calls my name.
Senya's
So I'm going to
avoided
remove the
nicknames this whole
2.
time.
I at least earned my nickname.
Esker.
I'm from a witch, so at least Artor is a blood priest, and you are a fop, so at least yours fit.
Boom.
Boom. All right, Esker.
I'm
So
I'm not a blood priest.
the theater was +2/+2.
Yeah.
And the Colosseum is just +4 stability.
And plus fame, whatever that is.
Right. Okay.
Fame
so
is it's kind of the y'all have a fame score. That's why you had a golden age, basically. Stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so I'm going to reduce econ by 2 back to 10 and increase stability by another 2.
Why is taxation set back to none?
Where is it set to that?
Under edicts.
Oh, in the corner.
I had changed it. I don't know what happened to it. Fix it. Hey, go.
But it's still in the edicts.
Yeah, it's in there. Though.
It was still being calculated. It
Yeah.
just wasn't tracked. Okay, excellent. And what is our consumption? Tommy, I'm just going to put it in here so we can... 4, right?
Yep. Since I'm not really tracking districts too hard, it's just every town is consumption.
Oh, wait, that's a different thing. Never mind, forget that. It's already tracked. Okay, cool. Arena. +1 fame. All right, so...
Didn't we have 2 holidays? Don't we have that
We have Archer's Day and Tax Day. Yeah.
And you don't tack up
And
for
Tax
extra
Fest.
holidays until 3
okay.
or 4.
It's funny, we had Tax Fest before we ever implemented taxes.
It's good times.
We were just celebrating the concept of tax.
Wouldn't it be great if we were taking all your money?
Warming everyone up
Many
to
other
the
great
idea.
Avatar holidays, but at least we celebrated Tax Day.
Wouldn't it be great?
Wouldn't it be cool?
So I
Wouldn't
didn't
it be nice?
expect we would have the arena so soon. I wanted to do a big RP event surrounding its grand opening, but it's going to take a month to build anyway. So can we top off? I'm not saying we should end the session early. We got 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
Why don't we go exploring?
There's
Let's
like
do
a bunch of stuff I wanted to do before we did all this 6 months of shit.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, that can all happen time is wibbly wobbly during the kingdom phases.
Sure.
So,
I would we should probably just resolve our thing, Tibor, with text. I would think at this.
That's fine. I got no problem with that.
I think it'll be better if we do it that way anyway.
Okay. So
because we don't need to roll. There are some things that I may need to roll for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll pass the floor to Kalira then, and I'll hover over the mute key for all of you
All right.
peanut gallery nerds.
So first, the first thing she would do is, since she's apparently famous now, and this is making her very uncomfortable, she's gonna go ahead and order that gray maiden helmet, so no one can see her.
Okay, sounds good. I assume you can pay for it.
Yes, it's 35, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing she's going to do, she's going to go to the hot springs.
Alrighty, out you go.
Taking Bloodsong out.
Okay.
What's the damage?
The hot springs are intact. There are no donkey rats here.
What about the sign?
Oh, the sign. I'm gonna roll a number. You want it to be a 1. Son of a bitch. Okay, so the sign is intact. It's just been ripped out of the ground and yote, basically.
Okay. Clear's gonna punch it into pieces. I could do that, right? Pretty strong.
Yeah, you should be fine. What's it made of?
So basically it's wood.
Yeah, I've seen 8-year-old kids at Taekwondo classes punch through wood. I believe the barbarian can.
Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna have a She's very upset. She's just gonna get on a horse and ride back to town.
Okay.
RP wise, I would imagine around about this time the horses would have arrived.
Yeah, a
That is a
bunch of
word.
zombie horses. Yeah, they're there.
All right. When the horses get here, I'm just gonna like shout up at the castle. Hey, Wedge!
Amalia pops out of. No, I'm kidding. Tempting.
Oh, I thought you said wedge. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he did.
He rises in undeath. Hmm.
Are you calling me?
Yeah,
I'm not wedge. He's gone.
I didn't say Wedge. The horses are here.
Okay.
You told me I couldn't punch them.
Yeah.
So how the hell am I supposed to train them?
Well, with positive reinforcement. So like you ask the horse to do something, and when it does the thing that you want it to do, you like give it an apple or some oats or something.
But I wanted to stomp someone's brains out.
Okay, so when it stomps someone's brains out, you give it an apple.
Seems very difficult.
It's really not. It's quite simple, and it's more effective than fear-based training. Fear-based training is like quick results, but they don't last as long.
Very well. How would you like a competition? You purchased one horse, I purchased the other horse. Let's have a competition.
Oh, I have like no skill in animal training.
Go.
Sounds like I'd win. All right.
Time to put my diplomacy to use.
Don't know. Are you a noble horse?
The horse throws its mane majestically.
That I take that as a no.
Maybe it's Maybelline. No.
All right, I'll try it your way. We'll see what happens. But if this doesn't work, I'm never doing it again.
Okay, but you just like treat it like you would a child, you know? You guide it to the result that you want rather than beating it to the result that you want.
Joke's on you. Kalira beat her children.
Doesn't seem as smart as a child, but fine.
Think of like a very young child, like a toddler, when they're still pretty dumb.
Well, my experience, toddlers are quite smart. Thank you very much.
Well, they're about as smart as a horse.
Kalira glares at her. Smarter than a horse. You fucking know what you're talking about.
This is like my exact reaction when people tell me that my dog is dumb.
19 on what was it? War horsery, combat training.
War horsery. Okay. Opposed by something from Ionia.
I think it. Do I get a bonus because she's helping me?
Is that? I thought we were literally doing that opposed rolls to see who was better at stuff.
No, she said she didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can like guide through how to train without beating it.
Yeah, you can make a 10 maybe.
I mean, I already got it. I rolled it.
No, I mean like Ionia could.
Oh.
To get the aid another DC.
Oh, I roll to aid.
Yeah, is I think what Kalira is asking.
Yeah, I forgot how it worked in this game when someone helps you do something.
Where is? Oh, there it is.
Well, that's actually really good.
Hey, it's pretty good.
I want to say that Kalira's horse is noble, and you both are just so good at stuff. But okay, yeah, no, you guys are able to guide each other through the training of the horses.
Well, I suppose that's something.
That's a horse that'll stomp somebody's brains out for life.
Well, I'm naming this one Iron Wind. That's a good name.
A solid name.
Yeah. What are you gonna name yours? You have any family members left?
I mean, I've got my dad, but I'm hoping he will move here someday, and it'll be weird if there's a horse that has his name. Let's name this one Arcturus Jr.
Oh, you know what? That's your horse. I'm not going to say anything.
No, you're better at names. You name it. You're better at names.
Well, kind of prances around a little bit, doesn't he?
How about like a Bloodhoof?
Bloodhoof.
Because of the brain stomping.
Sure. I mean, we have Gore Stomper and we have Blood Song. It'd be a little confusing, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it's a little too similar.
Oh, okay, but we can go with the hoof thing. I mean, what? Oh yeah, dude, just black hoof. Like the hoof is black.
I mean, that's very
black hoof.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. No. Hoof shadow. Yes.
I don't think I get that one.
I don't either.
Okay. Oh, maybe we could name it like after Keston or Biggs or Wedge or Dak or
those fucks. All right, we'll call it. I mean, he's fat as Wedge.
Big hoof, Wedge hoof, Dak hoof.
The hoof.
Got it. Rogue hoof.
Rogue hoof. All right.
As opposed to hoof squadron.
Yes. That was the alternative.
He just has really magnificent hooves, you know.
I mean, they're all nice.
Those are like some solid hooves.
Man, I mean, I feel like he could still take a punch, though, you know.
Yeah, but like, it's not really necessary.
Yeah, right. More fun. I guess we'll put these in the non-stable. We'll just put them in the courtyard with the gnomes.
Hey, proud of you.
Proud of me for what?
For not punching these horses.
I mean, I could not punch things. It's always an option. Just quicker.
It's just nice to see you exploring the other options.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right, Witch. I'll talk to you later.
Did you see how cute the horse was when you gave it the apple?
No, it's too big to be cute. It must be much smaller.
But it was happy though, so that was.
Yeah, it was happy. Okay. All right. Next thing. I need somebody to train me how to catch gray foxes. So I'm gonna find Ionia.
You realize she's standing right next to you.
I mean,
Which, where are you?
I'm gonna find Senia. Be like, Senia.
Wow, she's got.
I have an emergency.
Emergency.
Yes, we need to find foxes.
Senia kind of like squints her eyes like suspiciously. Why?
I need them for training. Don't know how to find them. I was out in the forest. I didn't even see one. What the fuck? Supposed to be out there.
So you need to catch live one?
Yes. What do you do with a dead fox? It's probably not even good to eat.
They got nice pelts, but if you want to catch a live one, I can show you how to make a trap for live small animals.
I need many. I need like 11.
Why do you need 11 live foxes?
Again, for training purposes. I have a wagon.
Senya kind of squints her eyes.
And a bunch
like,
of cages.
all right, let's go.
All right.
So we go into a forest?
Yeah.
Out into the forest you go. Okay, give me a survival check.
Survival?
You're good at that, yeah.
Yeah, indeed, you are able to find.
Oh shit, I'm better than you.
Kalira.
Did that happen?
Senia and you go out into the Gnarl Marches on a quest for gray foxes. Senia, you find foxes, but you don't find any gray ones. Kalira, you kind of just stumble upon the den almost serendipitously.
Oh, hey, Senia.
Yes. Yes. What?
Do I get my sack out now?
They get you what now?
Claire pulls out her sack.
Get up! Okay, yeah, like put it over the cover.
All right.
And
so
we do a thing where we like stop the thing to scare him out of the den, I guess, into the.
Okay, sure. I guess whoever's holding the bag, give me a CMB.
All right.
I don't know how big litters of foxes typically are, but we're going to say a bunch of little babbies and the mom go sprinting into the sack, and you're able to grab them.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you for your assistance, War Sister. I am going back to the castle.
Treat them well.
Sure.
They are your charge now. They are live animals.
Yeah, no, I'm very good with animals. What do you think you train? Who do you think trained this one right here? All right. All right, and that's I mean that's pretty much it. Like I was curious, like my goal was to get the gnomes to learn how to rage. Like how long would that take?
The way you're treating them, probably not very long.
Yeah. Good. So at the end of once they figure out how to rage, my next step would be to train them actually how to fight. So I was gonna give them the great swords that I ordered and the scale mail just for like weight training.
Okay, sure.
And I realized the swords are oversized, but when Kalira learned, she had a great sword and she was just a little girl, so she figured it's fine.
Makes sense.
And
essentially the medicine ball.
Right, exactly. And while they're doing the training, she is going to present them each with a gray fox, and she's going to say, "Now, what you have to understand is that your job isn't just going to be maiming and ripping and tearing, though that is fun. Chiefly, your job is to protect. You must learn to use your rage to protect that which is yours. And though you do not have names, these young ones deserve them. You will name them, and you will raise them, and you will protect them. And if they die, you die." He gives each one of them a fox.
And there are 11 gnomes with quaking
there's 10.
knees.
One of them's for her.
Oh, good. And you got a fox. Well done. What does it say? Sorry, I had to.
I was going to do it.
Whip, whip, whip. Fair enough. They are terrified at death threats, but take the foxes.
And yeah, and that's and then about I would say about like once winter or fall comes around, I would change their training from in the courtyard to wilderness training. Their job would be to go out into the wilderness and kill something and bring it back to me. And the fox better be alive when they come back.
Okay. And what do they find? Let's see what the dice say. Whoops. Mostly they just come back with like wild boars. In the biggest case, a couple of them together were able to run down like a dire wolf. All of the foxes return.
Cool. So then we have a big feast and we eat. My plan after this was to have them just beat up, Rogue Squadron, but
Well,
that's out.
Indeed.
But in lieu of that, so I would say they're sufficiently trained at this point. So I would present each of them. I would also have bought these. You can tell me how much it is, and I'll throw it in there. But each of them will be presented with a masterwork breastplate with the symbol of Concordia on it. Whenever that comes out.
TBD.
A masterwork greatsword, small size.
Gotcha.
And they will all each get a helmet that's kind of like fox motif kind of helmet, but it's like that you can see like the bottom half of their face. And I will dub them the Ash Maidens. And the Ash Maidens job will be they'll be chiefly in charge of basically security in the new settlements. And yeah, that's it for now.
Alrighty, works for me. You can police the SRD on your own to grab how much Masterwork breastplates, Masterwork greatswords for small size does. Does anybody else have anything they want to roleplay in the intervening 6 months?
I have a big one. I don't know if we have time for it this session. What I would like to do, this would kind of go hand in hand with the explosive growth that the kingdom was going through during that period before it got too cold.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually like to do with have an RP with Arcturus specifically, where we would get on our carriage and go visit the new settlements and meet the people and introduce them to Cato.
A road trip episode.
Yeah, kind of a road trip where we would we would introduce them to the political ruler as well as the religious ruler as well. And as part of that, I know we mentioned that we kind of want to it probably makes sense to build the small, because they're pretty cheap, and the benefits of doing so are actually pretty good. Building shrines in the we have the temple in the capital, but we should have shrines of Abadar in the other settlements at some point, so we can kind of set the groundwork there, and Arcturus can introduce himself as in that regards, and Cato would be there to meet the people, because obviously they should meet Cato. They should know who he is and what he looks like, and he would like to meet them if they're people who've just started to set up settlements, and one of them even built their own city and said, or two cities basically sprung up or two towns sprung up and said, yeah, we want to join you. I think there should be some.
You guys remember when Cato was like, what are we going to go door to door to everybody in the stolen lands and introduce ourselves?
Yep.
And literally,
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's come full circle.
This is a little different than that. These are people who have basically migrated here to join us, and I think they should meet Cato. And
there also aren't a lot more doors in the stolen lands other than these doors, though.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anyone who wants to come on the council is welcome to, but I figured Arcturus would be him, and I could use some RP bonding time, so I kind of picked him.
Fair enough.
Do we have a counselor yet? Because this would be a really good.
That's Bakken. No, that's Jubilos.
Jubilos got moved to. He moved to something else.
We put him in counselor, and we moved Bakken to Magister.
I forget.
Yeah, I thought we'd give him his own thing where he can.
He's our PR guy.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
PR guy.
Grimluke is available for whatever you want him to be formally called. I don't know. He would as far as the road trip goes, Grimluke would go with you.
Yeah.
Jubilost and Grimluke are my favorite people in Concordia, so if they're going, I'll go.
Good enough. I guess Jubilost is also going.
This is no longer a boys trip.
Are we?
Okay.
Are we doing this now, or did you want to?
We've
got 10 minutes, so probably wait. Can we? I'm gonna do some text RP to prepare for this for next session.
That would be
part of my reflection.
Sounds good.
You have Jubilas clapping throughout your RP.
Yes.
Oh.
That always makes the RP sessions longer.
So how many people can we fit on this? We could fit everyone in the carriage, and we have some horses. I just want to get some use out of this carriage too.
Can someone get like the cover for like any of the shitty road trip movies from the early 90s?
Who's gonna drive the carriage
on stuff?
Who's gonna drive the carriage?
Jubilas can.
What? Bullshit.
Or Senya can. She has. Wait, drive is different than ride.
Yes.
Interestingly, those are two completely different skill sets. I'm sure we have enough people. I'm sure we could hire a chauffeur. Like someone in the populace could be has the ability.
We're riding it on a road. It's probably not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
If only he wasn't killed on the way out here.
Yeah.
Rip Jeeves. We never knew him.
Okay. So yeah,
somebody can figure it out. Even like anyone in the party can. It's not like those checks usually for like if you want to have a high speed pursuit on your carriage or some shit. Riding it on the highway.
I mean, to be fair, this is a very dangerous road.
Yeah, kinda.
We could get
true.
Only for people you're close to. For you guys, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
No, everyone we know and love is murdered. I do like how you're making the Stolen Lands continue to feel like a dangerous place, even though, like, oh, look, we're building these settlements, everything is hunky-dory, and oh, Wedge is dead.
It in fact was not hunky-dory.
We really should, like, maybe our tour should have a chat with Abadar about why people keep getting murdered on his road.
You have
they were murdered off the road.
It is off the road when the murder.
Slightly off the road. They were fine until they stepped off that bad boy.
Yeah.
It's like the yellow brick road.
It's like a very extreme case of the floor is lava.
Yep.
The Stolen Lands are lava.
They went off that road to reach the watchtower, and then they bit the dust.
All right, so
not responsible for anything that happens even a centimeter off of this road.
All right, so if everyone is cool, we will kick off next session with the Kingdom road trip. I'll prepare reflection and some text RP for that, and that gives Tommy also 2 weeks to
wrap it up
to prepare for that, because we're going to be meeting a lot of people and
to figure out what the hell we're hoping to get out of this.
It's PR. This whole thing is just PR. There's no.
Oh, I'm kidding. I like it.
Okay.
So then.
All right. So I have text RP to do with Tibor. I have text RP to do with Senya. I know we're doing text RP to set this.
Hey, speaking of all this text RP, one of the things I've seen in some other channels is like multiple RP channels for when there's like different things like this going on, so you can have like kind of multiple scenes happening at once. Is that something we could do? Because our group is pretty active with that.
On it.
Thanks.
You should have said no. That's impossible.
Yeah, I really
can't be done.
One per group.
You have, ma'am. You have forgotten yourself.
That costs extra.
And so it was. Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to do?
I have a little thing I'd like to do with Kato, but we can do that in text RP, considering we have like only a couple minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, you heard it, guys. Better get that Patreon. Everything's going down in RP.
Everything's
Kato and Senya, I need both of you for this text RP.
Oh wow.
Gear up for an adventure, guys.
Gear up for a road trip.
Sounds like we're all going to be busy in text RP.
That's pretty par for the course for this group, though.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when it's like, well, 6 months just went by. Would we end up with 8 months?
Yep.
So, yeah.
8/12 of a year. Fractions.
8/12 of a year.
That's what it was, though. That's what it was. Okay, so anybody, I guess, with the remaining 8 minutes, if there's anything y'all would like to do, we could certainly do it. Personally.
Explore the abandoned keep.
I did, fun fact, get that map together during the opening RP. I did not have it prepared. Kato said, I'd like to go to the abandoned keep, and I'm just, fuck.
You're like, oh,
still waiting.
Okay.
It's all good.
So bad.
And
So
we got it.
For your, so I guess for Tommy's interest, the things that we've been talking about as amongst ourselves as a group that we want to knock off as like low-hanging fruit. is the abandoned keep. Taking that key to the to those ruins that the
Troll's Lair.
The Troll's Lair, and then the road trip.
We also have a swarm of undead birds coming from the south.
Is it the north?
No, south.
They went south.
Oh, they were coming. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's only been 8 months. It'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure they're.
That's not a situation that would work.
The chief is happy to wait in his new treasury status with a red exclamation point indicating main quest over his head until you are ready to converse with him. It is okay. It's not like all of my people and everything I have ever built are now gone. And I've just taught your taxmaster how to stab people in the kidneys.
Sorry,
So Tommy, I thought masterwork weapons were 150 each, but they're 300. So
well, wait.
Probably not gonna do that.
Got it.
Wait, but remember that thing that Grimlock does?
He can't just grab a weapon and be like, "It's masterwork now," with the use of lay on hands.
You don't need masterwork weapons as training weapons. Masterwork weapons.
No, this is after they're done.
This is their training.
They can buy their own.
They can buy their own.
In a world where the neutral evil is more nice to the troops.
Yeah, so I guess I could just buy normal and just bug Grimlock like every week. Hey, Orc.
He
I need you.
Just kind of looks at you.
Yeah, come here. I need you to like to do that thing you do with your hands.
Whoa.
Aye. He kind of he tries to pull the joke out of his ass, but doesn't have it, and just, all right.
Raises an eyebrow. I was just gonna see if you try it.
He shakes his head no, and then moves over and starts masterworking things.
Yeah, stick in the mud. You know that. You shouldn't hang out with the blood priest less and hang out with me more.
Why would I do that?
Have more fun. What? I mean, I'm on patrol. You're on patrol.
He closes his eyes and extends a hand. Kind of takes a step back.
What are you doing?
About 18 seconds later. I think I'm good.
Did you just cast a spell on me?
No. He kind of just takes the weapons, tag. Excuse me, and then takes off.
Bye.
To immediately go report, Taxmaster. I don't know why this evil person is here, but heresy detected. What new? It's dividing by 0 the whole time. Kidding. Mostly because I don't want to have that dilemma.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Okay. So the swords are masterwork.
Right. Thanks. That saved me a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Kind of Grinluke's whole shtick. Okay. Anybody else got anything?
We should work that into our RP somehow.
Got it. I'll be various NPCs. I'll try to find an emoji for Grinluke. I don't know what it is, but we'll get there.
Sounds good.
I'll make a 300 gold donation to Abadar Temple. I don't want to owe you anything. I'm not gonna tell Arturus why. I'm just gonna drop 300 gold and walk.
There's just mysteriously 300 gold pieces in the coffers at some point. No one knows why. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, it's not the worst time in the world to call it here.
Nah, take a few minutes.
Good.
Kingdom phase.
Kingdom phase. All right, cool. In that case,
Gotta get some sleep, buddy.
I'm gonna. Thank y'all for watching. Actually, I gotta run to a fucking micro center right now to get my computer where it needs to be. But until then, thank you all for watching. Y'all are a blast as always.
Bye,
God damn it, they don't even let me finish the outro.
Man.
It's not over till Esker says it's over.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for it.
Say bye, Esker.
See ya!